We're
Watch
here.
Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania, everybody, and look past the VFX because the story is pretty good. It sets up a lot of things, and that's all I'm gonna say. Your turn.
Oh, okay. You saw. I mean, you didn't have to pay the weird fucking premium seating pricing thing that was going on, or we did talk about last time or whatever. I mean, right?
No.
Yeah.
we paid $16 for like the regular like city 2D seating with the recliner.
Oh, I see.
So it was good.
Nice.
And I found out that I cannot eat one of the meals fully. I need to cut that down. It was the chicken tenders at my theaters because it came with 6 pieces and a shit ton of fries.
Oh yeah, don't eat the fries.
I'm pretty much eating I was eating carbs pretty much.
Yeah.
I was like, and halfway because I'm leaning back. Also, I'm like, I'm gonna fall asleep if I eat anymore.
Yeah.
Yep. So lesson learned. Buy the 3-piece chicken tenders.
So you said you like the story and stuff like that for Quantumania? You like what it says?
It sets up for I guess the conclusion of this Marvel phase.
Oh, so because it's supposed to be the beginning of Phase 5, or is it the conclusion of Phase 4? Oh,
so what some people I guess are still confused. Black Panther 2 is the end of Phase 4.
Okay.
Ant-Man and Wasp is the beginning of Phase 5 to 6, I believe. Or it's like the beginning of Phase 5 and then kind of like it touches like Phase 6 a little.
Okay.
But yeah, I give it a high 7.
Okay.
The VFX was hit and miss. Well, because of one character, but then when you take your mind off of it, it's like you can't make that character look fucking good on screen.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
The only time he looked good was in Marvel versus Capcom 3.
Yeah,
but that's because it was its own comic art style. So it was like,
yeah, we definitely talked about that last time. Yeah.
You look good, sir.
Yeah.
Live action is like, you know what, you guys did your best.
I think 7 is what I've been hearing a lot from some of the people that
casual
audiences, or people who like to watch movies or whatever, or who aren't critics. Let's just put it that way. And then
I know.
Because
nowadays critics they don't critic. They don't
critique,
criticize. Critique the movies like you take out your personal feelings,
right?
You just pour everything. I hate this because the VFX looks ugly, so don't watch it. It's like that's not a critique. That's just you being mad. Don't watch it.
or like political reasons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have their own political agenda they want to spread or whatever the fuck. But anyway, so what was King of Conqueror's actor again? Or is it Jonathan Majors or something like that? Or forget the actor's name. Like, was he good in this movie?
Yeah.
Okay. I that's what I heard too. But I was wondering if you
he was like it. I agree with some like critiques of the movie. When he's not there, the movie feels slow.
Like not.
And then when he's on screen, it's like ooh.
Like you're actually paying. He steals the show. I think is what you're.
Pretty much.
Okay. That's what I heard too. Yes. So that's like a very common consensus I've been hearing.
Yeah. So, but it's more funny that Jonathan Majors, which you got correct, is the actor.
Yeah.
So. Is like, from what I remember, I think he was filming 2 movies.
Oh.
or he was filming Ant-Man, and then he was filming Apollo Creed 3 at the same
Oh.
time, I think. So
Same. Okay.
I was like, shit, this man is working,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and he has some range.
Right. Of
Like,
course.
if you did watch Loki, he was in there, and then season 2, I can't wait because now they're gonna expand more on what Kang is.
Yeah.
But for us comic book readers, we kind of know who he is, what he's gonna do, and a lot of Easter eggs were really dropped in the post credit number 1 and 2. But
So.
that's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm,
I mean, you can watch it in, I believe, 6 months from now on Disney Plus, unless they put it in there faster.
6 months. I no. I think it's usually 2 months or something. I mean, Wakanda came out February, funny enough, and what when Wakanda Forever came out, or in for theaters, it came out in November, right? So not that far. It's not that much of a wait, I don't
Uh,
think, because December, January, February, yeah. So that's like around 3 months. So half the time for I guess streaming. I've yet to watch Wakanda Forever. I need to do that because I just finished playing Atomic Heart, the recent game that came out. Actually, you can like beat it in like less like a week or in a week at the most. I should say it's pretty short, like a pretty short game for the main story. That is, if you want to do like the dungeons or pretty much what they're called is testing grounds. They're pretty much dungeons that you can get like all the recipes or like crafting material or crafting recipes from those dungeons for your guns and stuff like
mhm.
that. That's you get all the side quest material out of the way. Because from what I can gather, there's no like NPCs to like do give you the side quest, which is kind of different from your typical like open world first person shooter. I think overall though, like people say, oh, it's like Fallout. It's more, it's like Bioshock, that kind of thing. I say more, it's more in line with Bioshock because you do have like the abilities that are similar to that, but also like you don't really do side quests in that game either, right? So Bioshock is definitely more linear for sure. But yes, like the fact that it is open world that's kind of like that's kind of like Fallout. You kind of like go around houses and buildings and loot stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, that's kind of like Fallout. But I would say it's more in line with like Bioshock overall in terms of like tone and like how the things go, how the story goes, and like all this stuff. Like kind of like the big brain kind of shit going on, right? It even has like very similar things. I have to say, like um, I mean, I guess I can talk about it at this point, but like with Bioshock, right? Remember when the dude like would always say, would you kindly," something like that. That's
Mhm.
like the command code, right? Essentially,
Okay.
like I mean, there's no direct sort of reference there, but it feels like um something like that is going on. Yeah.
It's just borrowing, like
Elements, yeah, exactly.
familiar.
It borrows a lot from Bioshock for sure, and
Yeah.
there is even like a underwater thing at one point. So I'm like, damn, this is like Bioshock, absolutely like Bioshock. I think it's like they even say like the Rapture and stuff like that. So it's like, oh wow, like straight up say it like the
So
Rapture.
yeah. So it's just borrowing familiar elements from
Exactly.
other
Yeah.
games
Mm-hmm.
to just like not get you confused, just like put you in that right place, going like, oh,
Yeah. So like it's yeah, it's basically I guess you could call it a open world Bioshock game because that's pretty much what it is overall. You can collect a bunch of audio logs. You listen to them just like in Bioshock, and then uh, but otherwise, yeah, like the story was all right. It tries to do something a little different, but I think the execution could have been a little better. But I think because especially when I first beat the story, like my very first impression, I'm just like, what? Like, cause like I'm like, wow, did they really pull that off or whatever? But over time, I'm starting to the more I like let it like sink in, I think it's okay. Like it's not terrible. But I think overall it could have been just executed a little better. But like I said, it is pretty different from your typical like video game nowadays with the endings and like, and I say endings because there, yes, you can make a choice. Um, but yeah, it's I guess like kind of sequel baiting. So I'm kind of hoping that they do a sequel of some kind, and then I can continue on Game Pass. That's pretty much where I got my experience from with Game Pass. So yeah, essentially that's where I got my access to, because like I still have my trial for the ultimate version, the ultimate pass. So that means I only paid $1 for that month to play Atomic Heart instead of paying for the full price for Atomic Heart, which is kind of nice. So, but yeah, it's an alright game. I mean, if you like shooting, if you like open world stuff, I mean, yeah, it's up your alley for sure. If you're like kind of itching for that Bioshock kind of feel of a game with open world stuff, then yeah, absolutely. But there's not too much to take away from. Like, there's no side quests. There's no true side quests. You're just doing dungeons, and then if you want to do the main story, you can do the main story. I mean, it's not that long either. It's like 20 hours ish. If you want to go straight into the main story route, it's pretty much all there is to it. And then you just go fuck around and kill robots, and sometimes organic humanoids, I guess you can say, that super resemble the Last of Us zombies, I guess you could say. so so not only it takes from Bioshock, but it also kind of takes from Last of Us as well in a way. So you're not just fighting robots, but you're also fighting zombies as well, essentially, which is kind of funny.
I was gonna ask about what about the robot waifus?
You don't
Did your
really
heart
see
go
them,
like,
unfortunately. Like, you don't really see them. You only see them from literally, you only see them from the beginning and the end. So I'm just gonna spoil that much when it comes to the whole robot waifu thing.
I don't know why. I mean, I understand why, but it's like, wow, your heart go doki doki for those two. Little triple.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I think I said that in Max's Discord, and everyone's like, you shouldn't talk, Zawa. We know your browser history, and I'm like,
That's
you
not.
got me there. I'm like, you got me there.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has their thing. So at least with the robots, they look a little more human. Is all I'm gonna say. Than some of the stuff that's on the internet. I'm just gonna say that much. Yeah, they got no face, but they got the shape. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, a Sharpie can fix that, right?
Sharpie can. Yeah. Like, you don't even have to put the paper bag over the head. They have no
You
face.
just go,
Yeah. Or
unless you're a freaking artist, you just put in like a full face detail.
Or you're really good with a welder or whatever, and then you can like etch the face somehow, make it all perfect with the metal and stuff like
I know, it's like you're like this with your, or you chisel stuff. You'd be like, okay, hold still, honey.
Oh, yeah. You can
Hold still.
yeah. Or the hole punch, the hole puncher or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that with the metal somehow. Anyway, so gameplay is good. Story is all right, is all I'm gonna say. And yeah, the gameplay is fun. You can like level up yourself, and there's points you can put into your abilities and stuff like that. So it's like it's got some RPG elements to it in a way. You definitely have a skill tree where you can fill out all your abilities. So it's not like a skill tree where you can only concentrate on this area or that area or anything like that. Like
Mhm.
Borderlands, right? Like Borderlands kind of forces you to take a route in those skill trees. Like, you want to be more of a just a straight up damage dealer, or you want to be like kind of annoying to your enemies, or like with those weird support abilities. But here, no, you just get your points, you just continue your skill tree until it's full, and that's pretty much it. There's no taking routes or anything like that, so that's good. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So it's a 7 out of 10. So I'm gonna say pretty good game if you feel like shooting stuff. Um, if you want like something to scratch your itch for Bioshock, I guess, then I say this is kind of like up in that alley. So,
Mm.
although I did run into some like problems with some of the like PC specific stuff. I did play this on PC, of course, so if anyone hasn't picked up already. But like, I've had the problems with the VSync stuff in the very beginning. I think they fixed it after, but like the very beginning, I was having the problem with VSync because any little change you did in the settings, it turns off VSync. And what VSync does is it prevents the screen tearing in case your monitor can't keep up with the game. That's why your game kind of like goes like this, like it literally tears. So that means one part of the screen goes this way, one part of the screen goes that way because your monitor and your game can't keep up with each other. That's what happens. So that's why you have VSync. That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so VSync was kind of like very very touchy. It's very very touchy. So like you had to be like, all right, yeah, I believe my options are okay. My app settings are okay. I'm not gonna hit the options menu. I'm going straight in. So that's what I had to do for like the first time I was playing. But I think they fixed it after, and then yeah, and then uh, and then my game, unfortunately, at times black screened randomly, and then it came back. And then I think the problem there was Game Pass specific because of the Xbox thing. So what happened was, I guess I found out. I know. I hope that's the solution. Is that all you have to do is turn off the overlay stuff for Xbox, and I guess for your Nvidia settings too. Like if you have game overlays on, it's gonna fuck up your shit more likely because you don't have the right, I guess, processor or the right graphics card or whatever. If you don't have like the 40 series, whatever, like you can turn on all the overlay stuff, I guess for sure. But even then, I don't even know if that's even worth it because I don't know what overlays do other than let you capture clips and stuff like that. Like yeah, that sounds convenient, but I'm gonna just leave that for PlayStation, right? I'm gonna leave that to the consoles. I don't want my PC to do that. I want my PC to focus on the game more than anything. So I turned those off, and then now it's operating like all right, or good,
Mhm.
which makes sense because I've never had that happen with like any Steam game. I don't think Steam has any overlays on, but Xbox does and Nvidia does. So I turned off for
Mhm.
for Nvidia, but I didn't know that Xbox even had an overlay thing. And I was like, oh shit! So I just turned that off as well, and then the random black screening went away. It seems like so. Hopefully that was the solution. I don't have to deal with it anymore because that shit was annoying me throughout my playthrough, unfortunately. But nonetheless, I was able to experience Atomic Heart for $1 for the month. So yeah, I'll probably like just keep playing the testing rounds until I finish all of them, and then yeah, 7 out of 10. It's an alright game, or pretty decent game. Definitely get it on sale, I guess. But you can say that for any game. But like, yeah.
Mm.
All right, so that was fun. Let's go talk about some fighting games and other gaming stuff. And yes, this is the 223rd episode of the Hypecast. Yeah, quite the chatty introduction, but yeah.
That's how we do it here.
That's how we do it here, exactly. And quite a bit has happened in some areas. And then but we haven't have enough for a full episode, definitely. Let me just put it that way. So let's just get to the fighting game news. So anyway, I'm pointing at both my cameras. Anyway.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, who are you pointing? You know,
I'm pointing at you, and I'm pointing at the viewers. And then obviously the listeners don't know what's going on, so yeah, they just
pointing at him.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see, you got it right.
And pointing at. No, I shouldn't point up. Oh, there's something up there.
Oh, is that Greymon or Greymon?
Yep, good angle. Good angle. It's upstairs, Steve. It's up there.
See, that's where the people were like, oh, but what about your preferences, right? Like when you were trying to point out the robot,
criticizing them,
criticizing the robots. Yeah. Exactly.
He's like, we know your browser history. It's just pretty much going like, what? It's like what?
I mean, you make it obvious. It's not like a secret thing. So.
I know, right?
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So, what's not so obvious, obviously, was the Street Fighter news that happened, right? Because, well, first off, Capcom Cup happened, right? The final Capcom Cup for Street Fighter 5 happened, and even though they didn't talk about news for characters, there was still big news in some regard. Because right after Capcom Cup was over, with Mena RD being two-time champion, the only two-time champion representing from Dominican Republic. So big congrats to Mena RD, of course. You know, he definitely won where it counted most. And yeah, and then shout outs to Zen. Zen came all the way from last chance qualifier, right? Which had a bunch of sharks, first off. And I was like, wow. He beat all those people, including the former Capcom Cup champion, I think it was Gachi-kun, and like other sharks. It was crazy. And he went all the way to grand finals, right? Fighting, and he is in a loser bracket too. All the way to loser side of grand finals against Men RD. So yeah, he got second place, but still he went all through all of that. So it's kind of like the whole IDOM thing. And yes, also IDOM was in the finals, right? Top 8. So, you know, shout outs to him as well. But Zen had to go all the way from last chance qualifier to grand finals, which is crazy, man. Crazy run. So shout outs to him. So anyways, right after that, there was a big announcement that yes, there is going to be Capcom Pro Tour with Street Fighter 6. But this time, what's so big about that is that the prize pool, the total prize pool, is $2 million. So for Capcom Cup, obviously, not like for every like major tournament or like that. No. But like the big Capcom Cup for that one, the total prize pool is $2 million. And so that means for first place, whoever wins that Capcom Cup is gonna win. I had to do this. $1 million. Okay. Oh man, I like the camera zoom thing on Dr. Evil. Anyway,
then
so
you have to do his laugh now. Like you gotta edit that laugh in.
Oh, you mean the present? Oh, the Muaha one. Yeah. Yeah. But you know, it's funny though, because if what was it? The president heard that today, they'd be laughing their ass off, because they'd be like, "Oh, we make that in a day," or something like that. But that one, I think that was like a gag. That definitely was a gag within Austin Powers. I forget which one it was, but like when Dr. Evo demanded $1 million, they're like, we make that in a day, or something like that. But anyway, no, actually, that was in the first movie. What am I saying? So yeah, first place, $1 million. So that person is definitely going to be a millionaire, obviously. But I'm guessing that's before taxes. So that's taxes up the walls too, unfortunately. But yeah, what do you think of all that, man? Like, that's fucking huge. That's just for first place. Yeah, think about all the other places too.
Mm. Whose money is this?
Where I mean, yeah,
Did they?
where's it coming from? Maybe is what you're asking, right?
I know. This was from Dom and his family.
No,
Because
no,
that's safe. Family.
no. It's the Teppen money, man. The Teppen money. All those people.
I would laugh my ass off if like a certain percentage of that prize pool was from Teppen.
Yeah, right. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Capcom mobile games, man. That's how you do it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, where does that come from? I mean, or was Capcom kind of just stingy with the money overall, and they just had a lot in the bank, you know?
Gotcha, guys. This is not real millions. This is monopoly money.
Oh, bison dollars? Yeah. Where is my phone at? But anyway, so I just want to look for my phone. But anyway, so but that's like huge for fighting games, because fighting games have always kind of like been in the back end when it comes to the whole esports thing. Like they barely won, like, what was it, 250K about ish, 100K. And then meanwhile, all the other esports, or a number of them, like, League of Legends and Call of Duty and like Counter-Strike, I think. I'm not too sure about that one, but the other two for sure, just to name them off a few, gave out millions for sure. As well, I think. But they gave out about $1 million. It's huge. It's bigger than all the fighting games combined, even. Right? Like, a lot of times, especially like Evo, right? You have all those people to fight against, and then you just win like what, $5,000, $2,000 even, depending on whatever game. That's like, so if you're coming from Japan, that's like potentially half your money, So that's like half. You like pay off your ticket, and then you pay off all your hotel stay. Like. You just came here to play. That's essentially what it is. You're not coming here to make money. You're just coming here to play. That's how it always was. But then now with Capcom Cup coming in and play, like with the million in first place, there's gonna be a lot more people trying to be that millionaire, and so there's gonna be a lot more players. There's probably gonna be players coming back from the brink of things, from retirement, and be like, oh man, I want that million. Potentially. But of course, it's only one person being the millionaire. But you have to remember that the other million is going to go to the rest of the people, right? So they didn't say what the amount for second place is. It could be like, I don't know, 500K. That's a lot too. Still, that's a lot of money still for an average person. And then the rest of it could be like, the other 500K, but like obviously split into whatever it is, right? So yeah, I mean, any other things you want to say about this whole prize money thing and all that stuff?
Good luck.
Yeah, no, good luck. Yeah, because only one.
Good luck, and
only be one.
The top 10 fights better be very enjoyable, and not just projectiles.
I think they are. I think they're going to be, because that is going to be bringing a lot of the thirsty sharks that want that whole school of fish. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And those sharks are gonna eat each other, man. That's what they do. That is what is going to happen. So, but yeah, that's good on Capcom, right? And because what that also brings is competition, not just from the players within Capcom's fighting games, but other companies, right? You know, other companies are had their fighting game tournaments, especially with ArcSys and Namco. So what's their answer? Well, how are they gonna go about this, right? Are they gonna go about the same way? What? Because otherwise, that's small now. Everyone's gonna want to go to Street Fighter because they want that million. They're thirsty for that million. Hey, I mean, one person can only win it, but who cares? That's how competition goes, right?
So
They're competitors.
Yep. So this is my prediction, or not prediction, hopeful prediction.
Yes.
I better see IDOM up there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Iom is going to. He is thirsty for that too. I'm sure. Not only for the money, of course, but for the competition, right? He wants to get a taste of all the sharks, the other sharks that are like coming back.
Yep.
You know, I'm sure like people like, you know, PR Balrog is gonna come back. You know, those kind of players. K-Brad, Ricky Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? Like those classic players. Not classic, but you know what I mean? Like the gods, the Street Fighter the USA Street Fighter gods. I don't know about Justin Wong because he's like kind of set.
Jay Wong is like everywhere.
Yeah,
so
he's kind of been doing his own thing, and he's like pretty set. He has his family. He's got streaming thing going. He's been, you know, he's going to places, right? But hey, he's a competitor at the end, and I don't blame him if he wants to come back. So,
yep,
yeah. But what I was more specifically talking about the companies, right? You know, what's Namco gonna do? Especially because they're a big company. They make quite a bit of money because they have all those mobile games and all that stuff. So, do you think they'll match that prize money, or at least come close to it? You know, I mean,
probably not.
Probably not. You think? Oh wow, okay. It's hard to say for me. I mean, it's like, yeah, they could, but what will they? How much do they care about fighting games, fighting game esports? Or just esports in general, because I don't think Namco has any esports stuff going on outside of fighting games, right? They don't have a FPS or anything. They don't have a strategy game or anything like that, or anything of the sort. So that's the only thing they got. So I don't know. Maybe they'll match the million, or they just say, we don't care. You know?
Yep. We don't care.
But you know what?
We'll just make you a character in our next game.
But don't you think that means that most of those players, or a lot of those players, are gonna just go away from Tekken, as you know, for the esports, and hop on to Street Fighter though, because of the money?
Necessarily, like as you said, there will be some like players they really don't care about the money, you know, to like, oh my god, this is my life. It's more like, wow, the big boys and girls are coming in. This will be a good chance to, you know, test, you know, be in the battleground and test, you know.
Yeah, and then, you know, it's gonna potentially leave Tekken 8 dry, you know, because we don't know what that's gonna be like. But it also makes me think about, you know, ArcSys, right? Also, are they gonna even be able to match that? Like, 'cause I don't think they make that much money just to shell out a million for their tournament like that. So, no, I mean, I don't even think 500,000 is something they would want to do, unless they like have that smooth talk to like other companies, be like, hey, you know, we want to help you, or we want to help us out with the prize pool or whatever, but we'll do this for you or whatever, like sponsorships and stuff like that. Like, it is interesting to see in that aspect too, in the business aspect of things. Like, is that going to ignite the fire under their asses to make that prize pool more juicy for their fighting game. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Whenever Tekken 7 is over, and then the what do you call the World Tour thing is over for Guilty Gear Strive, and of course Dragon Ball Fighters, right? So that's when we gotta see like what their answer is. Like I definitely don't expect for other fighting games to be like that too, like with Melty Blood and stuff like that. Like I don't think any of those companies are gonna do that either. They're not gonna have their own like fighting game tournament tour thing and with $1 million, right? Like not every fucking fighting game is gonna have $1 million behind it. I don't think that's gonna happen. Well, I guess what we can say is that Street Fighter is the premier for right now, the premier fighting game tournament to go for if you want the money.
Yep.
And that grade A competition, or even S. It's there's a lot to take away from just from that million, man. The $1 million prize pool thing. It's big. And this is big, man.
Yep.
And and then if you look closely, it says over $2 million for the total prize pool. So yeah, you can win for $1 million for first place, but that could also mean like, hey, second place ain't so bad. Hey, third place ain't so bad either. And then the rest of it's like, yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe like top 16.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe top 16, maybe top 32 even, maybe, or 48. I don't know. Depending on how they spread it out. What if it was like, I mean, I know this is like unlikely, but it was like $1 million first place, but also $1 million second place. It's like, wait a minute.
That's illegal.
Wait a minute. So 2 people can be 2 millionaires, and the rest of it's like scraps. That'd be kind of funny, but also like kind of like what. But also I think this is their way of saying like we're making a bet that Street Fighter 6 is gonna make a lot of money this time around, because they're like marketing out the ass. They are putting in that story mode and stuff like that big old story mode. They got all the like features for the single player casuals, right? They're confident that all the casual players are gonna buy this game and play the story mode and stuff like that, and then and satisfy them in that sense, and make that money from there too. But also, they got the costumes, so they're gonna make money from the costumes too, definitely, and DLC, not to mention. Anything else you wanted to bring up or anything like that for the money thing or anything relating to that? Did you watch Capcom Cup?
Capcom Cup, I couldn't. I was at work.
You were working, yeah, understandable.
And every time I tried to slip it in, I keep forgetting to lower the volume. So every time the crowd was cheering, it's like,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah. Oh, there's my phone.
See, your Gengar had it, didn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, I think hopefully Tekken can come close at least to the prize pool thing. So it's not like I don't expect $1 million worth, but like maybe close, something close to that. Maybe like at the highest would be like 75K, or no, 7,500K, excuse me. 750K, let's just say. And then second prize would be like maybe like 250K or something. Yeah, I don't know. Something close to it. Because I know, because Namco is the only like other company that can shell out that kind of money for a fighting game tournament if they're willing to. Because again, they got a number of mobile games going, man, and they got that anime money. They got that anime money on lockdown. Not to mention all the like gacha stuff, the gachapon stuff, the actual physical gachapon, and like all those like the merchandise, the Gundams, Gunpla, like I'm saying, man, they got the anime money on lock. So they can do it. I think they can do it. Is the question? The question is, are they willing to?
Nope.
You don't think so?
At this moment, no. I think they're pretty much being the one they want to see how how this works, and then take notes, and then try and improve and like fit it to their own structure instead of a big copy and paste.
Okay, I see what you're going with that. Okay. To me, I think it'll come decently close. I think they would say. I'm not gonna. I don't think they'll do a million like I've been saying. I think it'll be kind of close, and then it'll still be enough for the Tekken players to be like, "Ooh, I can stay here still and make some good money," instead of going over to Street Fighter. But for right now, it seems like a lot of people. It sounds like a lot of people are gonna hop over to Street Fighter 6 to get that million. Now, when it comes to like new competition, I don't know if it'll like necessarily inspire like how many more people will come in, but for the people who have already been playing, oh, for sure they're gonna be coming back. Maybe even the classic players. Some of the classic players, maybe even Alex Valle is gonna actually come and be a full competitor again. Like those old players.
They're coming out of retirement.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Watch out.
And Sanford Kelly, like my goodness, those kind of players. If anyone hasn't heard that name in a long time, who else is like a kind of like a hidden gem almost. I don't know, John Choi or something. I don't know. Like those old school players. Maybe they'll come out of retirement, like I'm saying. So, we'll keep an eye out. We'll see if Tekken comes out with an answer. We'll definitely talk about it. But for right now, damn, good on you guys, Capcom. You finally came out and be like, hey, we're believing you, fighting game community. So you guys deserve it. Blah blah blah, all that stuff, all that mushy stuff. It's finally up there with League of Legends, Call of Duty, so on and so forth. So this is big. Fighting games has always been sort of in that poverty state for a long time. It's come a long way. It definitely has come a long way. All right. There's more to talk about, obviously, just from that alone. There was one little funny post from Alex Myers. I'm going to throw in real quick here. Regarding to the million. He made a tweet saying, already training. I need $1 million. And his picture is him just playing the the demo of Street Fighter 6 with the stage in the background, which is funny. They had a bunch of like Street Fighter 6 setups at Capcom Cup, so that they're able to play a lot of Street Fighter 6. And Myers is kind of joking, like, "Hey, I'm already training, man." Like he's getting ahead of the game already. It's like literally. And you know what? In a way, like people who have already played the closed beta are kind of ahead, right? They're kind of ahead of the competition already. Kind of like Chris Tataria and Chris T, for example, because I think he won one of the beta tournaments. So players like him already are ahead of that in a way. So the poverty part of Street Fighter 6 is like but hey, that's how it kind of goes, I guess. Nakayama-san had a tweet. Let me load it up here. This is after Capcom Cup. This is pretty wholesome, right? We got Punk. We got Punk and Kawano just like having a good time. Look at him, man.
You can tell which one is the designated driver.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
Yeah, it's totally Kawano, right? I mean,
yeah, Kawano's like, I got this guy.
Yeah, I got this, guys.
I got it.
Yeah.
Actually, I can and cannot really say about, like, when you're driving under the influence. Some people can drive well and some swerve.
It's a case by
Let's
case
just say
thing for
when,
sure. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Let's just say when I was like inebriated,
Mm-hmm.
I had to take my friends home from a party,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was driving straight. And then when we got to the first friend's house, that's when you feel it's like, oh, get out of the car,
Mm-hmm.
do a 90 degrees pose,
Ugh. Yeah.
let it all out,
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
go back in the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then my friends, took over, drive, and then I had to drive myself back home.
Oh.
The next day, weirdly, no hangover. But my friends were like calling me, and they were asking me, like, you were drunk, right? I was like, yeah. How were you able to drive straight? I don't know.
You just gotta concentrate real hard, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you felt that way, like, when you're driving. Sometimes when you really concentrate, you kind of
Luckily, no, but
down.
I can feel it when I'm gaming for sure. Like whenever New Year's comes around,
It's intense.
New Year's comes around, I'm because I'm definitely drinking around that time, right? Yeah. And then I was playing Apex with the guys. I was like really concentrating. Like I had to concentrate real hard, but because I'm really concentrating, I was actually kind of doing better in a way. It's kind of like raising the ceiling, you know what I mean? But you have to pay a price.
It's like your senses kind of like goes up.
It's almost weird. Like it's like you're inhibiting yourself, but at the same time you're raising a ceiling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like so.
But I don't know, because I felt when I was driving drunk, it felt like I was like very like tense, like holding steering wheel, but also like sinking down like every so often, then prop myself back. But it's like that really like I gotta concentrate, man.
Yeah,
like, fucking do this.
Yeah.
But I guess when the sudden, when the stop happened to drop off the first friend, I think that's when my body caught up, going like, "Hey, Fred."
It's kind of It's kind of like It's kind of like once you stop running in the jog, you get real fucking tired. So it's like you don't want to like stop in a way. That's why you want to like just kind of like keep your body moving, right? So like once your body is like done with that task, it's like, oh, now you feel it, Yeah. So anyways, yes. So Kawano, looks like Kawano and Punk were having a good time. Two players probably can't speak the same language with each other a little bit, in a way. Like I don't expect Punk to speak enough Japanese, nor do I expect Kawano to speak enough English. But yet they're together. Look at them. They're close. They're having a good time. They're smiling. He's got a drink. Kawano got a drink in his hand. Punk is like clapping away. He's happy. All that shit. You know what I mean? And this picture was taken by the developer of Street Fighter 6. Ain't that crazy? Like, what a time.
You would think like with developers, they want to take like professional looking pictures, not like people with drinks in their hands.
Yeah.
Kind of look like they're
this guy works at Capcom. You know what I mean? So like, yeah.
So you can see, like, I guess the two opposites of like companies.
Yeah.
Like here in America, again, you want a professional, pictures of people actually like looking like, they're all like sophisticated and suave. And then here you have this developer going like, they're having a good time.
It's weird because like
having a good time.
It's also weird because like a lot of people picture Japan as like the more sophisticated like people, right? Like they're all proper, they're formal, they're honorable, whatever you want to say, that whole thing, right? But and yet here Nakayama just taking pictures of people drinking and shit. And in America is like the scrappy bunch, you know, we're the scrappy bunch.
Yeah.
And yet on Twitter or whatever, we're trying to be like, oh, well, look at us at the awards ceremony. Look at these pictures at the red carpet, you know, that shit, that kind of shit. Like look all suave and whatever, have the drip and whatever the hell. Like,
Yeah.
it's so weird how that works, right? It's like it's so like such a like stark contrast almost, or it is a stark contrast.
Mm.
And it's just like, I don't know. But yeah, that's just what it is, man. It's just two people drinking, having a good time after a big ass tournament. And by the way, Kawano also was in top 8. You know, so along with Idom, I was hoping for them to have a rematch. That would be so good, but did not happen.
I think that's what I think from, because I watched a few clips of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think a lot of people wanted to see the rematch.
Oh, for
again,
sure,
but,
sure.
It didn't happen because somebody, not saying who, ruined the magic.
Right. I mean, you got a bunch of sharks, man. It's not just Idom and Kawano, man. You got other good players. Menard is up there, of course. Zen is up there. Ending Walker, right? The Ed player, you know, like he's 16 years old. That's another thing too. Shout outs to him as well. 16-year-old player in Capcom Cup, top 8 with Ed. That's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. It ain't playing like fucking Luke. You know how many Lukes were in that fucking tournament, dude? Like, you know?
I still find it funny that, you know, like the adults nowadays are going like, you cannot make money off of just playing video games. You just show
those old school people. Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole thing has been shot out from like years ago at this point.
Yeah,
it's with YouTube, but, with like, esports.
There still are those old folks that are very stubborn to go like, hey, actually, you can make money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, just like with anything, you got to get the job first, right? You got to get the job, and then you can make money. You know, you can't just like, oh, I make videos, I'm making money already. No, that's not how it works. You gotta work your way up, you know, and then you can start making money. Just like anything, you know, jobs, tournaments, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, what a time we live in, right? What a time we live in right now, where video games is like a way to make money more than ever, I guess you could say. Especially with just YouTube, man. YouTube is probably like, I want to say it's the easiest, but it's definitely like accessible to most people, right? Because all you gotta do is get a capture card and then record, get a mic, and then yeah. Or not even, like you just get your iPhone and just like record yourself, talk about video games or whatever you want to talk about, and people might find that entertaining, and then you can go from there, right? You can literally make money with a phone. Potentially. TikTok is always there too. TikTok and like Instagram and all that shit. What a time we live in. But then again, you're not the only one, you know. That's the thing you got to think about. You're in a pool full of sharks if you want to enter that world. But then again, the same thing is kind of happening with like just like your typical office job. Everyone's fighting for an office job. Everyone's fighting for whatever job, man. You know. But anyway, enough of that real stuff. Let's continue with the other real stuff with Street Fighter. Let's load this up here. Other big news, right? Because we got Geef, we got Lily, and we got Cammy via trailer. Let me fire up the trailer real quick here on YouTube. Let me see. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but what did you think of that trailer while I try to bring it up?
Sexy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Geef, right? Geef.
It's sexy, but it's funny. Like every time I see these trailers
Yeah.
that has the new characters coming out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning towards the new characters coming out.
Really? So
Then
who you got on your mind?
like, well, like when this game drops, I'm gonna try Mammon because her fighting style looks fun.
I actually, you know what? That's funny. I also kind of want to try out Manon because she's kind of like that grappler that I kind of see with Alex. Right? Good buttons, like long range
Oh,
buttons.
I wanted to ask you about since you said Alex. There's one move that Zangief does in the trailer. I was like, isn't that an Alex move?
Okay. Well, I guess we can look into that.
We'll roll it. We'll
Yeah.
roll it.
Yeah.
Roll it. I like how in the first few like seconds he's
Masked.
well, what are they called? A luchador.
Luchador. Yeah.
And then it was just like once he got like his double cross.
Yeah. I hope that's a costume. Yeah. Have a mask on for the.
That people's elbow.
Mm-hmm. SPD.
This one, I was like, isn't this an Alex
No,
move?
this is. You've always had that move. In the old ones, anyway.
Yeah, in the old ones, but then Alex adopted it, right?
Well, he also did it too, and just yeah, he did it in Tatsunoko, I believe.
Okay, my one gripe. Thanks for pausing on that screen.
Oh, sorry.
Capcom, can you fix that? So try go back to when like, right there. When E Honda was like leg up in the air, I was like, oh come on, you cannot make the physics correct and have the was it the gi just
like
drape down.
Yeah, and then see the his undergarment. Oh, I see what you're saying.
The what are they called?
Fundoshi.
Yeah, the fundoshi. Come on, Capcom. Physics works in this game, right? No.
Yeah. You could kind of see it as like a little stiff in that sense.
Yeah. So you made the oh yeah, and his butt jiggles.
Yeah, his butt jiggles when he did the drop kick. I was gonna say, but I wanted to. Yeah, his face. What did you think of his face? Do you think it's fine, or do you think it's weird, or?
He looks more Russian now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You know, it's funny. Like some Russians look Asian, right? Because or the Siberians, right? Because with Mongolia and like there's like a bunch like there's like just other like Asian ethnicities that kind of cross over with Russians. So you could say like, yeah, I mean, this looks Russian because yeah, some Russians do look Asian.
Yep.
I like it. I personally don't mind it really.
The one thing I'm kind of disappointed, but maybe it's they are saving it.
Mm-hmm.
No green hand.
No green. I don't think they have green hand. They would have shown green hand if they have it.
Yeah, they would have, but maybe it's a secret.
I don't know. I don't think he has green hand.
Pacho.
Yep. He's got the leg parry, air grab.
The air grab looks maybe easier to pull off now instead of
Probably,
like,
yeah. I kind of hope so.
Version.
You can combo it too. You can combo into it, so it's easier. So you can just confirm it from that headbutt that he did. See.
And tink.
Yep. And then it's funny that the spin that was from his V trigger. So they're just taking his V trigger.
Yeah, I was like, wasn't that his V?
Yeah, and so.
I remember back when we were playing Chi 5, the only way we were able to successfully do his air grab was V trigger first.
Yeah, that's the combo.
Jump.
Yeah, that was the combo.
Yeah. But now it looks like, I love tap you.
Mm-hmm. The headbutt into air grab. I hope that's not his full super. Like it looks like. I hope they were cutting it, so just for the sake of the length of the trailer. But it's a little too short for Zangief. I feel like they should put a little more into it.
I want to say when it's a critical art, when he slams you, he does like one more big push and then like a crater happens.
Oh yeah, that could have been really cool. Yeah. Yeah, but
it looks like this is just like a regular, like level 3, just one and done. But I think in the critical art, one more like slam down is like
probably yeah. Yeah.
But I like someone on Twitter is like, wow, Zangief is just breathing in that ass.
Yeah, he's
I was like,
wafting that stench.
I was like, you leave him alone.
Hey man, that's wrestling. If you look at how many wrestling moves that involve with with the face on the butt or the face on the crotch, man. That's wrestling for you.
Actually, what would make Zangief like the ticket for me? If one of his lines in the game is a reference to Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh yeah.
I'm not bad guy.
I'm a bad guy.
That does not mean I'm a bad guy. I'm like, okay, someone in Capcom watched Wreck-It Ralph. Lily on the other hand. And no, people, I don't think she is a descendant of T-Hawk.
No, but she is T-Hawk's daughter. I think that's been confirmed. I think.
Well, it's because I'm going based on the stage, because I'm thinking this stage. It's Aztec.
Right, but that's
or Mayan.
Right.
And T-Hawk is Native American.
But Aztec, because he's Mexican, but he's Mexican and Native, like so, and they have a connection together, and then Mexican has a connection with Aztec as well. So
I feel like she has the old picture box. But I like how also people are nicknaming her the Talim of Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And now she's a Beyblade.
Yep. Yeah, and then she's doing the Mexican Typhoon, but with the butt slam. She's dropping.
He is the descendant of what's his name? The luchador from Street Fighter. Yeah, she's El Fuerte's like cousin or something.
Cousin, yeah. No, I think she is directly related to T-Hawk though. Let me look that up real quick before.
I like how like the ending of this move is like her ass is slamming onto like that one part in the lower back that if you fuck that place up, you're like on the ground going like, I don't want to move anymore.
Yeah, I know. The tailbone.
Just let me die. Just let me die right here.
Yep. Let me look up T-Hawk. I mean, maybe T-Hawk can come back in DLC. We don't know, but
well, as people are saying that this is a full roster, and then
this is the full launch roster.
Launch, yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
In the league, we still don't have Akuma and the new China character. So I guess those
that's right. Yeah, the Aki,
DLC.
Aki, yeah, Aki is not to be found either. Even though she was in the leak, I think she is definitely DLC for sure. And Rashid, yeah.
But who's gonna be first? Who's gonna be? Oh yeah, and Rashid. So who's gonna be first?
Good question.
I want to say for like popularity's sake, might be Rashid.
Yeah, I think Rashid is gonna be first.
Unless they do a 2-for-1, then it's gonna be Rashid and Akuma.
Or did they do like a one familiar character and a one new character? So like Aki and Rashid, and then Akuma and whoever else.
Oh fuck it! They just do all three.
Yeah, or just dump it. Yeah, do a dump. Yeah,
just go. Yeah. You guys waited long enough. Here you go. And then the next DLC is like a new commentator, and it's gonna be Yipes. And I'm like,
what's funny? Yeah, like it's someone like what was her name? The wrestler's name? The female wrestler's name? That was announced. for being announcer. She got in before Yipes,
Oh,
so you know the
yeah,
what was her name? It was like Trisha something. I think it was
yeah,
Trisha something. So she got in before Yipes, so I'm like that's kind of interesting to think about if you want to take in that angle, I guess. Um, oh, that's weird. It doesn't say.
it would be so funny that because Jamie Lee Curtis loves Street Fighter and she plays Cammy. What
Oh
if
yeah,
she was a commentator?
I would.
I'll be like, wait, what? I'll be like, whoa, hold on a minute.
Right.
What?
That'd be kind of weird, but like, okay, I can kind of see it. But I mean, I'd rather see Yipes at that point. But like,
Yeah.
um,
That's why it's like I don't know why it's like do I want to just tag Yipes in on Twitter and go like, hey, where are you in Street Fighter 6? Are you commentating or what?
well, I'm sure you can't say that because you know NDAs until the trailer comes out, of course. Okay, so I guess I'm not seeing anything on Lily's origin, but for right now, what we can say is that she is an apprentice to T-Hawk for sure. But because she has, or she does say something about T-Hawk. Yeah, she even has the eagle or the bird, right? Like with T-Hawk as well. Like there's a bunch of connections to T-Hawk. Like her moves, she has the dive, and the rising, whatever, right? Um,
I'm just kind of scared of how the eagle just came in and just landed it because I was
mhm.
like, your clothes ain't protecting you from
Oh
those
yeah,
from those talons.
she got that she got that arm, man. She got the skin of steel or something. I don't know. But meanwhile,
but not the one we're looking for.
damn
I guess
Cammy,
she kind of belongs in a Resident Evil movie.
yeah,
Her moves are clean.
her combos are better looking too.
And that's the
The
pose everyone
stretch,
got
yeah,
horny.
there's the stretch, yep, the pose. Yeah, people were like, God damn.
We got booty. It's
Yeah.
like she had booty before.
She always had the booty. What are you saying?
This made me like glee with happiness. Since that's a
That's
reference
something
to.
from one of the movies, I think, one of the animated movies.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a
yeah.
counter super.
I was like, I was like gleaming like
Yeah, she just like
finally.
just stomps the back of your like legs. Like, oh, jeez.
Then yeah, it's like behind the knees.
Yeah, behind
it's
the
like,
knees,
Yeah,
yeah.
you ain't moving.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is her regular super.
That seems like her level 3.
Yeah, but if we bring up the leak Cammy super, it's totally different.
Oh, maybe I think it's different when it's like at a different percentage. So like let's say like the last 20% of your health, if you do it, if you have 20% of health and then you do the level 3, I think it's different. Maybe. I think that's what people have been saying.
I mean, I'll put it in
Yeah.
Hypecast.
Okay.
Like if you like the startup looks the same,
Right.
but
the
it's
ending
just
is
the
different.
ending. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Wrong keyboard.
So it might be the same, but as you said, like, but the life meter
Yeah,
doesn't reflect doesn't reflect being a credit card.
Yeah, so I it's kind of like how it works when like Grand Blue versus you can only activate the ultimate art or whatever you call it when you're at a certain health percentage. So if you're dying, you can activate it for sure. So I think they're kind of like borrowing that trait, but it's just that the cinematic will be different, I guess. Maybe.
Nice pause on her giving the duck lips.
Oh yeah, like, of course.
Please use this as the
thumbnail.
as the
Yeah.
thumbnail.
Yeah. Nah, everyone's talking about Cammy though. Everyone's been talking about Cammy. She's like the star of this.
It's more funny how people are saying like, "Where's Cammy? Is she in 356?" Is like, bitch, she's here. Just hold your dick.
Yeah.
Hold it. She coming. She coming.
Yeah. I mean, first off, what do you? I mean, what? I guess we didn't really talk about this, but like, what did you think of the costume so far for Geef and then Lily's new design, of course, and then or Lily is a nude character with so obviously yeah, but
so her for Geef, it looks practical.
Of course,
for wrestling, like old school wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Lily looks very like traditional. Like she's showing off like this is for my I'm
representing
my culture.
her culture.
And then Cammy just looks like an actual like she's trying to blend in as an everyday person, but she's still an assassin.
Mm-hmm. What was her affiliation? Is it MI6? I think. I think she is MI6.
Yeah, I think she's MI6.
Or British intelligence, at least.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But when she was wearing that jacket, I was because it has the England flag.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but my mind went straight to Tracer.
Oh, yeah. You're playing too much Overwatch, man.
Shut up.
And there's a stretch.
Before I somber you. Also, it's more funny that some people are bitching about this Cammy default costume. They're like, "Where's her original, green tight suit?" It's like it's there.
The leotard is coming.
You gotta remember.
Yeah. The leotard.
You gotta remember.
Yeah.
They want to make this trailer wholesome.
Well, not just that, but they want to do away with it in a way just because they want a new look, right? Like Ryu has a new look, Gabe has a new look, Chun-Li definitely has a new look. They want to have a new look for everyone, for the default costume. But of course, they acknowledge the classic costumes. That's why they're bringing it in for Ryu for right now. That's confirmed for sure. But there's already a leak somewhere with her classic costume. So her classic costume is different.
The video
So yeah.
But when her victory pose is like it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
You can just imagine.
Maybe they changed it. I don't know. It's possible that they changed it.
Yeah, but there's her classic costume, kids.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, it's in there.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Something happened.
Oh.
We lost your. Okay, there we go. I somehow
the Capcom police.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they either changed it or look, you can see their health meter still being the same-ish. Yeah, it's still the same. I think they just changed it. I don't think the percentage thing even applies. I think it's just different altogether. They changed it because I don't know, maybe they like it from her or with her kicking from behind rather than the front or something, because they want to see the opponent's face along with Cammy's face as well. I don't know. But speaking of faces, man, she definitely don't look bad here with the lips and everything, her abs. We got the costume and everything. I actually like this costume. I like the jacket a lot.
Also, I like her short hair.
I like her short hair too. I do like it as well.
I think this year is like the year of short hair. And I mean, Nina Williams has short hair now.
Mm-hmm.
Cammy has short hair. She doesn't have her pigtails or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, her long pony braided tail or whatever. But she has it in her classic costume, so whatever,
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah. There you go. Justin's fucking thumbnail.
Just Cammy.
Yeah. Cammy? Is that you? Like, goddamn.
I like the thumbnail too. It's like because she's stretching his eyes.
Yeah, I
it's like half
know.
her ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think
think
if everyone,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
well, because from this angle, she's about to kick you. I think that's like everyone right now going like, I can die happy now.
I know. Yeah. That angle, that shot. Yeah. There are definitely other angles that you can take away from. Let's just put it that way. Not just one.
Also, it's more funny when the trailer dropped. My whole freaking YouTube Twitter timeline just was flooded with fan art of Cammy, and I was like,
oh, for sure.
there it is. And I was like, there it is.
Cammy's always been like a really popular female character along with Chun-Li, you know? She's just right up there. She's like always second.
For good and bad reasons, kids.
Yeah,
For good and bad reasons.
Yeah.
You freaking deviants.
Mm.
Keep going. Keep doing what you do.
But yeah.
Fill everyone's tax returns.
But no, man, she looks good. I think she looks really good overall. I like the new look. And then, of course, this angle too, right? This is another angle that people have been seeing.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, when you finally put her classic costume on, she has to cover her ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, with the hand, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, no looking.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay $30 on my OF.
$30 for that costume, goddamn.
No, I meant like to look at her ass, you have to pay like $30.
I mean,
$30 on her OF.
That's
on her OF.
Oh, OnlyFans. I was about to say $30. I mean, I would not be surprised if they actually do $30, but goddamn, it's a lot of money. Because
people will be like, "Yes, here, my money. Show me that booty."
I mean, people on PC are gonna mod it in for sure, but like the rest of them, the console players, they'll shell out that money for sure. You know, and then the prize pool's gonna get bigger. The prize pool's only gonna get bigger.
Bigger, and then there's gonna be like a small parenthesis saying like, "Thank you for your money, you horny bitches."
Yeah. Pretty much. So yeah, overall, I think she still has. I mean, when it comes to moves, I think she has some newer stuff. But holy god, this is another angle, man. This is another face shot. People talk about too. Her lips, man. She got
again, like she looks like she just came out of Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the RE engine, man. Remember, this is using the RE engine, not the Unreal engine. The Resident Evil.
Like she just ran into like Claire and going like,
oh, Claire and Jill and Chris Redfield and all that shit. Yeah, she got.
And then you just hear Jill going like, "You're an honorary member of Stars." Like, no. She just says no. Like, fuck that. I seen what you guys.
I mean, it would kind of make sense, you know, MI6 and then Stars and all that shit, you know. So I could see that fitting in somewhere. Ish. Raccoon City and Street Fighter, you know. So you said you liked her costume because it's like referencing her culture and stuff like that, where she's coming from. Yep. So she's kind of like a joke character too, because she does like kind of fall on her ass, at least during the Super anyway. But whatever. Am I interested in playing her? Not so much, but like, I don't know. I definitely don't hate her design by any means. I think she's fine there. But definitely Geef, man. I definitely want to play Geef. I want to try him out. He looks fun. I like the wrestling moves he's got. He got his SPD. He's got his double German right there. And then... Yep. It makes me...
The butt jiggle.
Yeah. I really do wish they bring in not only Alex but Hugo. I hope they bring in Hugo as well for this one.
I don't want Hugo back. I'd rather have Hagar.
Hagar? Well, because Hugo is Alex's rival. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's, yeah. And, you know,
But if you want to bring back, like, the grandfather of all these guys.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, you bring back Hagar, and then I really want to see how they'll incorporate the pipe into Hagar's, like, moveset.
Yeah. I hope they kind of like do what they do with like Ryu and Ken, right? Like they have similar moves, but they act differently. You know, they play them differently. You know what I mean? So obviously, Hagar is gonna play differently from Geef because he already has the pipe. He doesn't have he doesn't have a SPD, but he has a pile driver, right? Because he doesn't spin, but he does like a flying pile driver for sure. So it's a little different from there. Yeah, I mean, there is potential there. What if they gave Hagar the green hand almost, but like it's like a pipe, the green pipe.
So funny, like a costume for Hagar. The pipe is a shark plushie, like that meme where Hagar's pile driving a freaking shark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so. That would be like cute. I'll be like, oh, someone knows the internet. Thanks.
Well, this game has got a crazy character creation system, so I'm sure they'll hopefully go like ham on the costumes for this time around. Because they gotta make that money for sure, especially with that prize pool. Dude, they gotta go in on the costumes for sure. I think they will have a separate team just for the costumes. They gotta. Right. But yeah, I like Gabe's design. I like his face. It's fine. Lily is fine. Cammy though, looking pretty damn good. I like the thing that Geef does before he does a suplex, I think. Yeah, he's got one more or whatever. And he does like a jackhammer almost, like Goldberg's jackhammer. All right, so any final thoughts? I think we've already said most of our thoughts about these characters right here. Good stuff. Street Fighter 6, man, looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good for June. You gotta remember, that's also the same month for Final Fantasy 16. It's looking pretty busy for this half of the year, man. This first half of the year, I'm telling you, man. Well, one more thing. I can't believe this is the cover, man. This is the cover. This is the icon.
That ain't boys.
That ain't it, man. This ain't it. I mean, I hope the physical cover is different, but this is the cover for the digital version, though. That's kind of... I don't know about that. This is one of the things I'm going to, like, criticize on Street Fighter 6. It's the cover. Like, why Luke? You know what I mean?
He's right.
They're really trying to push Luke to be that new character, you know?
Like, this ain't... Nope.
Yeah. You got the Popeye eye already. You got the Popeye forearm. He's got to get, you know, people already did it, but like you got to give him like the sailor hat and the pipe and the can of spinach. That'd be like complete. If they did that, if they actually did that for like a sailor costume for Luke, I would laugh so hard. I'd be like, all right, I'll give it to you, Capcom. I'll give it to you, man. At least they're going full hand with that joke, so I'll give it to you. But yeah, this is one of the things I don't like about the cover. I hope they change it like they did with the logo. Remember the logo? The early logo, man? That shit was like plain looking, man. But yeah, but something tells me this is the final one. This is the final, like, at least for the digital version. So I don't know about that one. But I guess if this is the worst part of the game, I think this is saying like it's a sign that all the important bits of the game are pretty good. But we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to wait and see. Oh yeah, so there was a comparison of Geef. Let's do that real quick here, right? Starting from Street Fighter 4 Ultra. Here's Street Fighter 5, and then here's Street Fighter 6. So what do you think, man? What do you think of this little comparison here from Fighting Games Daily?
He grew up.
I think he
grew up.
He got a glow up, man.
Yep.
I think even from 4 to 5, I think that's a good like makeover. Like look at his beard, his eye, his face, you know, his muscles and everything. Like look at his shoulder and everything, deltoid, everything. Look at that, like. And then Geef and 6 looks a little more like real. It looks more, you know, I don't want to say grounded, but like, you know,
he looks atomically correct.
Yes, right. He doesn't look as ridiculous.
Because you can tell with Street Fighter 5, he looks just like a brick house.
Yeah, he's like bulbous, like bulky looking, right? And then in 6, you can kind of see where they sort of like shrink them down a little bit, like legs, some of his arms, even some of the waist. I think they like trimmed out some parts of his waist, his chest too. You know, and then his shoulder, his neck doesn't look as ridiculous. And then, but I like the artwork for his I think profile icon. I think it is with the like he's got that mouth. You know, it's a reference to Alpha, the Alpha profile picture. If you I think we can scroll down and see.
Don't scroll down too much.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to
something might.
Oh, right here. This one. Remember this one? You had the little blood popping out. It's so funny. I don't know why they put that, but it's just funny.
He's like clenching so hard that he popped a vein.
I know, right? But yeah, it's like a similar thing here with Street Fighter 6. I'm pretty sure they'll have a classic costume for Gi for sure, and then they'll have a costume with him with the mask on. Because it's already there. Like, the asset is already there, so I'm sure they can have it on. And then if you notice, right, like in 4, he has black hair, and then 5 is got kind of like dark brown, like really dark brown, but then in 6 it's just brown. Like it's definitely like it's noticeably brown, you know. But yeah, I like his new look. He kind of looks like Bruno from like Popeye too. So like, if he has a Bruno costume and then Luke has a Popeye costume, dude, that'd be great. That'd be fucking great. I'm all for it. Oh, do you see? Have you seen this? Do you remember this one? This is from the movie, the live action movie from Long.
I want to see that. I want to see that as a costume.
Yeah, I know, right? Somehow, right?
And then and it'll be so funny. Like, I know they're not gonna do it. So when you're wearing that costume, and it's his victory screen, he just looks at the camera, goes like, "Quick, change the channel." And he changes it.
Yep. But yeah, overall, good job, guys. You know, with Nakayama-san, Matsumoto-san. You know, good job to you guys and the crew.
I wanted to say, like, when you said that you hope that Geef has his mask as one of his costumes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but I instantly was like, I wonder how Geef would sound if he sounded like Bane.
Oh, Bane! Oh wow.
where you have the
is
dumb Dark Knight voice. Russian suplex or something like that. I was wounded by it.
yeah,
By it.
yeah.
Or will he have the Harley Quinn one? Like,
Has Bane?
I am Bane.
Oh yeah, Harley Quinn. Wait, who for who? For who?
Or Zangief.
No, but
just
for the
have
Harley
him.
Quinn. Or were you saying a Harley Quinn costume, or just saying Harley
yeah.
Quinn in general?
It's like the Harley Quinn show, like how they really like made fun of the Bane voice.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
I'm gonna blow up this freaking place. Fuck you, everyone.
Oh yeah. Has I was gonna ask you, like, has Bane ever had like a Russian thing or like a Russian accent, or is he just like a different ethnicity or whatever?
Well, he's supposed to be a luchador, so.
Oh,
Mexican
okay.
origin.
Okay. So okay, I see. So a little more Spanish than okay. I guess.
Yeah. Fine. Fuck it. Capcom put El Forete into this game, but have him have a Bane's voice.
Mm-hmm.
It is cooking time now.
Yeah. So here are all the other
I like this
picture.
Yeah, I like this. I like this roster. It's a good
Starting roster.
It's a good hefty roster.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike some games, this would be like either half of it as a starting roster.
I think the worst of, I mean, Street Fighter 5 kind of had a pretty bad in a way, like in my opinion, but this is looking a lot healthier for sure.
Okay, so from this roster, I know I'm gonna play Manon. I do want to dabble in Lily. Zangief, yes. Or
Zangief.
Jury, probably not. Like, I'll probably dabble with Jury, but then it's like, yeah, no.
Right.
Marisha, she looks fun, and I think she has more armor than Zangief on some of her moves.
Yeah. Well, because like Geef is gonna be pretty good off the start because he has a parry and he can combo from his drive impact or whatever you call it, and then you can combo into SPD.
Jamie looks really fun, but I think his whole character playstyle is that you need to get drunk.
Oh, the drinking, you manage the drinking,
I still don't know because I didn't play the beta. Did you play the beta?
Nah, I didn't have time, or I didn't put the time into it. But what?
I don't know. I don't know if Chun-Li is back to her old like button mashing, or
I don't know. Yeah.
And charging, or is she like Street Fighter 5? Like how?
We could look that up actually.
Quarter circle forward, and then a button to do her lightning kick. Ooh. To which that was my one critique on Street Fighter 5 is how they not made her a charge character anymore. She's just pretty much a input character.
Well, I think because legitimately there are moves where they kind of like conflict with each other at times, so that's why they changed that. I think I forget what the specifics were.
I don't like change.
Okay, so looks like some of her moves are still hold back, charge or whatever, because the spinning bird kick is a hold down and up kick, and then lightning kick or lightning legs is quarter circle forward kick, but she still has some charging moves. So it's like a bit of both. And then her Kikoken is hold back and then forward punch. It's just that her lightning legs is quarter circle, whatever, Which I think is fine. I personally think it's fine. But for me, I would like to try out Manon, Geef, of course. Marisa is kind of up there. Looks pretty cool. Honda, Ken and Ryu.
You just want to sit on people.
Yeah, and then Ken and Ryu, of course, and then Guile. I like always playing Guile in the early part of Street Fighters.
Guile.
Yeah, Guile.
Guile.
Yep. As Mike Roswell would say, Guile.
Surprisingly, none of us wants to try Kimberly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, she got the whole rushdown thing going on. That weird the spray can thing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, as much as maybe she would be good for me, I don't know. I just don't feel like playing her. I like her design, of course, but I just don't feel like her trying out her play style, I should say. Maybe in lab, I'll try on labbing. But JP looks kind of interesting too, in a sense. Maybe I'll fuck around with JP. But yeah, that's like what comes to mind, really. Geef, Mighty Sub, Manon, Ken, Ryu, Honda, and good old Guile, Wheelie, for me. So there's a pretty healthy number for me to try out, for sure. So that's what we got for Street Fighter stuff, I believe. So a couple more things from fighting games. Surprisingly, actually, we had a trailer for Kazuya out of nowhere. Let's check that out.
Yeah, that was shadow dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No announcement. Harada just did this. They just dropped it and he's like walked away.
More like, here. Just dropped it.
No, that's not. Like, here's the trailer and he just slapped it onto your face.
With it.
And he walks away.
Yeah. So this voice, do you recognize his voice?
Yep. So she has been in the Super Sentai for a while, and she
was in the Kamen Riders thing, right? One of the Kamen Riders.
No, she was a Super Sentai. Zen Kaiga.
Oh, okay. Oh, Zen. Okay. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, because
when she's also was like announcer for, I think, Rumble Roses.
Yes, Rumble Roses. She did a lot of things like Pride, the K1, Rumble Roses. She even did the Ultimate Muscle stuff, or I should say Kinnikuman, and then just a number of like fighting events, man. Just fighting stuff, right? Maybe boxing or something like that. Some parts of boxing, but like mostly mixed MMA stuff for sure. And then she got the lungs, man. She got the voice. She got the lungs. She got the voice, man.
Yeah, she. You can tell she was having fun with this.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought that was really cool that they brought her in. But he looks cool though. His combos look really cool. Hold on. Look at that. Yeah, and then it looks like his burning stuff is going to be the devil mode. Look at that. God. That looks crazy, dude. That's his rage art or whatever, man. The big old explosion and everything.
Zawarudo.
And his face, man, is so like detailed this time around.
You know, to really make this game like really pop, you know, like when all those big supers happen and stuff, that you know it can looks like the stage is crumbling.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, you know, to just elevate the game a little bit better, like when the dust and smoke clears, this whole stage area is actually like
destroyed. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
Like show some impact to like the stage that you're fighting on. Like change the terrain. There you go.
Yeah, change the terrain a bit. I mean, just for the end of it. For the victory animation or whatever.
Yeah. Or that little flare.
Yeah.
But now that I think about it, like, imagine like they brought back the sheep stage.
Oh.
And he does this after the smoke clears.
You just see wool,
bodies,
wolves,
skeletons of the sheep. You're just going like, I don't like this move anymore. It's like I just murdered like 1,000 sheep just now.
Like all gory and stuff, but like the skeleton would be like smoking, you know, like all black and smoky and burnt. And then the wool is like all like, you know what I mean, like almost burnt away, or like just had that like electricity running through them.
Then you just have that one sheep that, you know, its wool is just burnt off, and it's just just staring at you and going like, why?
Yeah. Like,
why did you do this?
Yeah, like kind of like from remember Wallace and Gromit with Shaun the sheep? Like if you ever watched that, like he's got the little like little bit of wool left only, and he's like shivering like yeah, especially after Kazuya's move. Yeah, I can imagine something would happen to the sheep for sure if they animate that in, or just have all the sheep like kind of naked or something, like, and then they're all like kind of like smoking but like still alive somehow.
Yep.
That'd be kind of funny too. I hope they bring back the sheep stage with that music, man. Oh man, that shit was funny.
That music is iconic.
Yeah. But Kazuya looks pretty cool though overall. Oops.
I'm still calling it that Kazuya is gonna die in this.
Oh, for sure.
But see, it'll be so funny. It's not Jin that kills him.
Is it? You think it's June? Or
yeah, it's gonna be June. I want to say it's June that's gonna like kill him and just go like, "Hey, come on, honey, we're going to hell." And you just see Kazuya like on the ground, like screaming, like, "No!" It's like, "Yes, we're going, honey, we're going."
Yeah.
Your dad and grandpa wants to see you. No.
Oh. That'd be kind of poetic, actually. Like, yeah, hell, because you know, but like the volcano stuff.
Yeah,
because they always do it.
Oh yeah, that's how they go. That's how they go to the hell. She's just actually like dragging him into like into the lava. It's like,
yeah,
come on, honey, we're going to a family trip. It's like, no, please. It's like, and then you just see Jin going like this, like so confused.
Yeah, waving goodbye, confused.
And Asuka's like,
I'm pretty sure though what's gonna happen is Jin is gonna kill him, but then the mom will do some like Deus Ex Machina thing where she like comes in and somehow powers up Jin, and then he gets all like super devil mode or whatever the hell, or angel devil mode. Because I think June has, I don't know, something else. I don't know, maybe some weird angel devil fusion thing, and or whatever it is, like a super devil mode, and then has the upper hand on Kazuya, and then Kazuya dies. I think.
What if it's not Jin or June or Asuka? What if it's Lars?
Lars, okay, because yeah, you're right, because he does have some Mishima blood.
He is a bastard son.
Yes,
so it'll be kind of like also a spit to Kazuya's face, because you know Kazuya likes kind of like that that whole keep the bloodline, pure and shit.
Yeah.
Just go like, hey, because Lars is bastard son, so wouldn't that be like uncle or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
He goes like, hey, uncle, I'm here to kick your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, let me make sure who are his parents. So hold on, Lars Tekken.
It's Heihachi and like some
Unknown woman, I think, right?
yeah.
But let me see. Yeah, Heihachi is his dad. Yeah, and then Kazuya is his half brother. Jin is his half nephew. And then Lee Chaolan, adopted brother. Yeah.
Everyone's related.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's related.
Heihachi was busy.
Yeah. It kind of does suck that Heihachi is away though now from the story. I hope he at least comes back in DLC or something, kind of like what they do with like Geese from King of Fighters. Like even though he's dead here, they'll have some sort of excuse to bring him back from DLC or something. Like, oh, in this universe or something, or this timeline, or I don't know. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, it's just pretty much be like, hey, you know that whole multiverse shit? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's here.
Yeah. And
We're not gonna explain
Yeah. This is Lars in Tekken 8 though. This is his costume. So yeah. He's going for the white this time, which is interesting choice. Usually he's like red and black, but now he's wearing all white and silver and some gold. He kind of looks like what's his face from Tekken 7, the new character. I forget his name. The Italian dude. Let me see.
Claudio?
I think it was Claudio something, right? Claudio, yeah, Claudio. Yep, you're right. Kind of looks like him, with the gold and white and kind of bluish, almost some hints of blue, a little bit. So yeah. Lars is also in Tekken 8, just a little reminder. So yeah, it is possible that Lars could play a role. He has Mishima blood in him. He was the main character for 6, funny enough. That whole story mode was interesting to say the least, but
I like how you had to pause, like pause a bit, like that story mode was
because like because a big part of like Lars is that I guess he's in love with Elisa, I think her name is the robot, so the robot chick,
which now brings back to Atomic Heart.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Right. Yep. I'm damn sure she's gonna be in Tekken 8 for sure. She's pretty popular. So
can.
Yep. Can. So yep, that's it. I mean, what do you think of Kazuya altogether though? In this trailer, what are your comments, I guess?
It's called Drive Rush or something like that, right?
Well, for the burning stuff, I'm not exactly sure. It's
but I think that's the only way that he goes into his devil form, and he'll like unlock extra moves.
Yeah, of course. Which I think makes sense. Yeah, you know. But yeah, he looks cool. His combos look pretty cool this time. For in this given like context, I guess. And then you got the devil stuff for sure. I wonder if he's like Nikali, where if once you go into devil mode, he stays in devil mode forever. Or it's like a time limit thing. So, but yeah, I think he looks good. Very detailed with the face and everything this time around. The coat looks pretty cool, I think. But one last little thing I kind of wanted to bring up. Let's see. Was that how you spell? Oh no, it was with the E, I think. Yeah. She even did Yakuza 0 because she was doing the announcement stuff for whenever you do the underground fighting stuff. Let me see. Let me see. Let me try to bring up a better clip of that. Oh, there you go. I think this is the one. There you go.
There it is. Oh God.
That's funny because that's my last name. Tamura. So I think that's...
You know what? Fuck it. I'm sorry, Yipes. We'll have you also a DLC for Street Fighter 6. I want her.
Yeah.
As a commentator.
At least I hope she's actually announcing the voices or that she's announcing the names when you select the character in Tekken 8 at least.
King.
Yeah, King. Yeah.
Like, oh God. But it'd be so funny for like that one character like no one likes to be like, it's like that one character that no one likes to play. You know, like how everyone, you know, she sounds hyped for it, and then it's like, and Bob.
Yeah.
Just like, like she's like, and Bob.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, nothing. Mm-mm.
There are parts where she sounds normal, which is very odd. Let me. I guess that we can bring that up. Hold on.
Oh yeah, the video.
Let me see. Let me find the soldier. Hold on. Kinnikuman soldier. Oh yeah, she's like on the bottom. Hold on. Oh, that's like kind of ahead. I think it's here. Yeah, see? Kinnikuman soldier. So funny.
Where's that? Where's the video?
Kinnikuman soldier. Maybe for Bob or whoever else, like she'll do the normal voice. Bob.
There you go.
Okay.
Again, she has lungs, people.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is the Ultima post. Yeah.
Get ready for the next battle. Tekken 8. New challenger. Kazuya Neshima. 45 番. 16番.
Yeah. I saw this clip.
Lenne Hardt です。よろしくお願いします. Please bear with me. Chonnun Lenne Hardt 입니다. I'm very happy to be back for Xiaoming.
So much personality. It's like,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she still got it here too. Let's listen to Nina Williams just because. Now that we realize.
Williams. It'd be so funny if that's how it was. Like, Nina Williams. It's like, whoa.
Williams.
Your luck is run out.
It's funny though, because she's actually voicing her too, like Nina Williams herself. So it's like she's announcing for herself almost.
I mean, it's the same thing like Smash. Like the announcer is also the same VA for Joker.
Yes.
Joker.
Going somewhere?
Nina Williams.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. A little more.
I like,
yeah. A little more.
but I like how you hear like the hype, like Nina Williams going somewhere. It's
yeah. That's
so
her though.
You
That's...
sure that's? I know. It's like, you sure that's the same person? It's like, yes.
Going somewhere?
That's like wild, dude. Oh my god. That's fucking wild. Now that I like hear that like back to back, that's fucking wild, man.
That's like it's like voice actors. They got... good voice actor they have range. Like you can, and then there are those voice actors that kind of have that one note voice tone.
Yeah. Let me see.
Like again, my top 3 or 5 American voice actors. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. It is Laura Bailey, Travis Williams, Matt Mercer, and then the other 2, like forgetting their names.
Yeah. Oh, she voiced Anna Williams. That's what it was. That's okay. But that's still crazy though, because if you listen to Anna, like damn, like that's actually more wild if you think about that. I know we're like going off a tangent, but it's still kind of related. It's like a related tangent almost, but
don't worry, everybody. We have a it all connects.
Yeah. Is this like oh wait, no, hold on. Oh wow, this is a Korean version. Okay. Kind of want to just hear her voice, but hold on. Dignified voice. This could work.
Come over here. Let me talk to you real close.
That's the clip. That's the clip. Like that's crazy.
It'd be so funny. Anna's like asking you to do that. It's like, no, thank you. You just go, no, thank you. No, thank you. Goodbye. And you just walk away.
Yeah, for Tekken's oh, it's Terra Platt, I guess. Oh no, but that's for the scenario stuff, or just Tekken 6. But it says through, yeah, in the in-game though, Lenne Hardt is still being used in Tekken 7. So it's weird because like, yeah, it's sometimes weird because they use 2 different voice actors for like the in-game fighting stuff. Like when they do the noises, like that it's like different voice, and then when they're talking in a cutscene, it's another voice actor. So that's just kind of the case here with Tekken because for the longest time, Paul Phoenix had a different voice actor going on because when he's talking, he's like, oh yeah, gotcha or whatever. But then for the longest time when he's fighting, his voice was always the old one, so he sounds younger for some reason. But now they changed that to I think 1 voice actor. Before the rest of the characters, they still have like some old voices from before. But I think hopefully in 8 they try to like fix that. So, by the way, man, that's fucking crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. That Lenne Hardt does that, yeah! and then she's fucking Anna Williams, like, yeah.
Kazuya, why is he still fucking alive?
yeah. But yeah, no, I God bless her, man. I like her. I like her work. It's so funny. She basically said my last name. That's so funny. But then again, Tamura is pretty common in Japan, so.
I mean, yeah.
But still, she still said it. So that's awesome. I might
I also
actually
see-
pull that clip somehow and use that for something. But
You
anyway,
should have that as your like when you do your let's play and stuff.
yeah,
You have that as like your intro or your outro.
something, man. It's gotta use it for something,
Okay.
man. It's there, after all. Okay, we did.
Speaking of your uh like a dragon
Yes.
slash Yakuza,
Yes.
you have the game right?
Oh, for Ishin? No, I don't have Ishin yet.
No, same. I don't have Ishin yet.
Yeah.
I want to play it, but because in 5 days, Wulong is coming out.
Oh, Wolong, yeah,
my,
yeah.
my mind is gonna there. Which
Yeah.
for those who love playing, because it's a Koei Tecmo.
Yes.
For those that loves Dynasty Warriors, it's gonna feel familiar, but the settings are kind of tweak.
Oh,
bit,
okay.
So you know,
Well, doesn't it play
So-
like Neo?
it plays like Neo, but the historical figures.
Yeah, it's
in
like
there.
Dynasty Wars, yeah, because it's Three
Yeah,
Kingdoms.
it's Dynasty Warriors. So because of me loving Dynasty Warriors, except for nine is a fucking train wreck. I'm trying it. I know where it starts, but the way the timeline, goes, it's kind of like out of sync because
Hmm.
there's certain events that doesn't happen till like another stage in Dynasty Warriors. So I'm like, wow, are they rushing this, or are they kind of like moving this section to here to make the story flow better? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I'm gonna be picking up Ishin like right when March hits. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna
Yes.
finally dive into that because I think Ishin came out like just like a few days ago or something. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I'll definitely get my hands on Ishin and go for it, man. Just let that thing rip, man. and then finally get the Vampy whatever card, ability card or whatever, and then the Kenny Omega one as well.
Those are not those weren't pre-order exclusive, right? They're just in the game.
They're in the game, yes. They're in the
Okay,
game.
Good.
Thank
God.
Thank Christ, yeah. Ugh.
Oh, because if that was the case, I'll be kind of like a little disappointed and probably go like on Kenny Omega's and Benny bit me's on Twitter going like, "Can I have a code
Ow.
to download your cards, please?"
Yeah.
I missed that window.
that
missed
stuff
that
kind of
window.
fucking like this is a tangent, I know, but I'm tangenting back to Capcom a little bit because they're doing that with RE4 Remake in a way because they're doing the DLC stuff. Like, oh, if you pay this, you're gonna get this map that they can only track down like these exclusive like treasures or whatever. That's what I heard too. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, damn, man, they're locking away that shit behind money. And then like if you buy that same DLC pack, you get like the super shotgun or something. I'm like, bro, like you're locking away all that stuff behind that paywall. Like, god damn, man. That's a little scummy to me. Oh, that's unfortunate for those people who don't want to like shell out extra money, you know?
Yeah, shell out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you look at through Capcom's eyes, they know people are going to throw money at this.
Oh, for sure.
this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. That's the same with
And-
Zelda, the Tears of the Kingdom shit. Like, oh,
No,
we're gonna do
I'm not
case by
throwing-
case. It's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, the case by case. But I'm not gonna shell out anything for that Zelda game until I see a trailer with Bird Daddy.
Oh,
No
yeah.
Bird Daddy,
Yeah.
no money.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, in your case,
Once
yes.
I see,
Yeah.
Once I see Bird Daddy, it's like okay.
Oh yeah,
It'll
and
be
then
like
you
this.
criticize the robot waifu there.
I'll be like this, here you go. Here's my money. Here's my money. And then
Yeah.
just take
Yeah,
my
take my
fucking
card.
money.
yeah,
Kinetic card.
yeah. Credit, no, more like credit card. yeah, credit card. Okay, so I think
Yeah,
that's
I hope-
pretty much it for Tekken. But you want to say something? Sorry.
It was regarding to Evil.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot to put it in here, but let's talk about Evo. Yeah.
So there was an announcement of a returning game,
Yes.
and me and my friend are theory crafting, conspiracy crafting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tinfoil hat.
because Marvel is back. Are we actually going to see a proper Marvel versus Capcom 4?
See, that's as much as I would like to say that. I don't think so. It's a throwback game. It's a celebration. Yeah. I don't think.
Or maybe it could be since 3 is back. Oh, for the next month or so, you can buy. For those who missed the window, you can buy Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate on the PSN and Xbox, Xbox stores. Along with, fucking, if they really want people to be like happy, along with Marvel superheroes and the first Marvel vs. Capcom,
the big versus Capcom pack. That'd be cool. Yeah. No, that'd be really
That's
sick.
when I'll be like, you know what, Capcom,
Like a humble, almost like a humble bundle kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That'd be
I'll
awesome.
be like, you know what, Capcom, you doing right. You're doing right.
Take my wallet. Take my wallet.
I like how we're congratulating Capcom and not Marvel because
Well, Marvel's kind of. I mean, the licensing thing, man. Like, well, because Capcom makes the game. Marvel's just there for the license.
License, and also Marvel was the reason why we got that almost piss poor roster for Infinite.
Pretty much. I mean, that uneven number, man. Shit, it's still more Marvel than
number. And this game is pretty much the Avengers. The game is like,
yeah. Oh, gotta include only the Avengers because movies.
The movies.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I mean, for Evo, so other announcements, right? I mean, all games are gonna have $25,000 prize pool, man. That's big. That's also big of itself. All across the board, for for first place, I believe, right? So consistent prize pool there throughout all the Evo main games, right? And then so let me just bring up the lineup. There we go. And then game spot. Yeah, let's just go with that. Why not? So yeah, so let's just talk about the lineup real quick here. So Street Fighter 6, obviously, right? You got Strive coming back in. Dragon Ball Fighters, Tekken 7 for likely one last time because I think Tekken 8 is coming later, like way later. King of Fighters 15, that's awesome. I like that. Melting Blood with their second appearance, okay, that's cool. Mortal Kombat 11, I'm kind of surprised they're still going with it, but I think like it's been going strong just because of like it's Mortal Kombat and Warner Brothers and stuff like that. So I guess that's that. And then Marvel 3, big celebration, right? For first annual Evo Throwback Tournament for Marvel 3, I guess. Yeah. So my only like gripe about this is that we never get to see the champion thing with Marvel 2, because remember we were supposed to have some sort of like Marvel 2 tournament, but then Evo got canceled because of the COVID and all that like weird stuff that happened with the previous sort of face of Evo. Remember that got canceled? So that didn't come back, unfortunately. But nonetheless, it's still coming back to Vegas, August 4 to 6 on at the Mandalay, same place. What else? Oh yeah, there was some sort of like Grand Blue, special pre-release tournament for Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. So that's pretty cool. So there's some sort of like there's something for Grand Blue, because I think Grand Blue also deserves a spot in a way, but at least they're getting something with Evo, so that's cool. So there's like a side tournament going on in the way, and then unfortunately no Skullgirls did not make it in there. It's just 8 games. Square Girls. That sounds like a Square Enix like girls fighting game. That'd be kind of cool, actually. To be fair, but anyway, back to here.
Yeah, in the top the top character that's winning is Tifa.
Oh, for sure, man. And then for some reason, Lightning makes it in there. But anyway, which is female Cloud. But anyway,
I like how I know I read it somewhere, but someone was kind of disappointed that Smash is not on here. It's like
that one is
okay.
Yeah, like it's you gotta understand
Like,
that this is
at this point. Yeah, I was like at this point in you know, in Evo's like life and stuff. I was like, it's Nintendo. You guys gotta worry about.
Yeah, that's a Nintendo thing more than yeah. As I think,
and it's like, and look at how many whatchamacall, you know, like actual correct license, you know, correct tournament organizations and stuff that were showing Smash. Fucking that threw out the door.
yes,
because of
all the like just instances and situations that Nintendo has been involved with, all these like organizations and stuff.
I don't think Evo wants to touch anything Nintendo.
Yeah, they're for the time
for
being.
the moment.
Yeah, for the time being, yeah.
Because I think because it's not being talked about it that much, I think Nintendo is still doing damage control from what, you know, that certain organization did.
Or rather, like they're just on cooldown. Like I don't think they're gonna like they don't need to touch it, but the fucking Smash community kind of like is doing all the cleanup in a way, right? Just like you're just kind of like waiting to see when's the right time to like I don't know do something.
To return
to something, right? Like, but for the time being, you have to remember that Evo is partnered by or co-owned by Sony in a way, and obviously Nintendo and Sony have like their thing, you know. So and of course Nintendo is like very prideful about their shit, so they don't want to like have their shit being affiliated with Sony in a way or showing off on the Sony platform, you know. So that's a huge part of it too. And so that's why, because I'm sure people at Evo would love to have Smash because it brings in the numbers and everything. Just from a numbers game, it brings in the numbers. Just from Ultimate alone or Melee alone.
Yep.
So they bring in the numbers. They of course would love that, right? But then Nintendo is the other obstacle at that point. So definitely not right now. I don't expect that to happen. And so for the time being, this is what we got. So it is what it is. Another thing is another announcement that was kind of like big, at least to me anyway, was the top 6 thing for finals. They're not doing top 8 anymore because it takes too long. I can, from that perspective, I can agree on that. I do understand because, dude, like some of those tournaments go till 2 in the fucking morning, man. It is fucking crazy of how people are willing to stay up for that long, you know. But they do it because I was there.
Yeah. Because I remember, I think it was the Saturday tournament.
Was it Saturday?
I went. Well, there was like another tournament that it didn't end till like 2. Like I fell asleep at 10.
Oh.
Woke up at 1 in the morning because my grandfather wanted me to go with him to
that's right.
Just gamble a bit, and then I look on my phone, go on Twitch, and I was like, "Holy shit! That tournament's still going?"
Yeah, no. Fighters is infamous for going so long because it takes so long to finish.
Yeah, I was like, so I just put down my phone and then I just went back like gambling, like.
Yeah.
And then 2 o'clock hit.
I mean, to be fair, too, like I think, to be fair, I think Sunday finals just went on till like midnight or 1, I think. So that's like crazy, man. Of how long those games can go just from the top 8, just for 4 games too. At that, I mean, not to mention though, there were a lot of fucking commercials too. That was awful. Like from a viewer's perspective, through streaming, that was fucking awful, man. Let me tell you.
She just brought up commercial again. Imagine for this upcoming Evo, they do the commercials, but it's like how the Game Awards was. You know, you have to watch so many commercials or whatever to try and win the Stream Deck or whatever.
Oh no! Oh man!
If that happened in Evo, I'll be like, oh god.
Yeah. Oh man, that long speech that what's his face did, Christopher Judge. Oh man.
Well, he had to do it because
I mean, he was told to do it, so yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because I think it was like an error or something, right? Like something that happened.
Well, because they for some reason there was an error, so they needed to have the Steam Deck thing run a little longer, so that's why he did the speech. Yeah.
But if Evo wanted to do that, maybe not Mad Cats. What's the
Chipotle
current, like,
is a big sponsor now for this tournament.
But for like to kind of like engage people to, you know, sit through those commercials. What's the current like brand that everyone's buying fight sticks from?
Oh, that one's like, I don't know, like maybe Victrix, I think it was, or Hori. I don't know. Hori is one of them.
Oh, well, okay, let's go. Let's go on the safe side. Hori, like,
yeah, Hori.
You know, you watch this much commercials, you have a chance to win like a Hori stick.
Yeah.
A customized Hori stick,
right?
You kind of want to make the audience
like an Evo exclusive thing.
Yeah, Evo exclusive. Which now I regret. I should have bought one Hori stick when I was in Evo.
Oh.
I mean, I wasn't gonna use it, but it'll be like a nice like centerpiece.
Yeah,
for the roof. To go like, hey, I went to Evo. This is my what's it called? This is my proof I went to Evo. But I bought the Evo bag because I really wanted that Evo bag. And that thing is fucking huge.
Yeah. Oh, I see it. I see the bag now. Yeah, you're right.
It's more funny that when I came home, I tested it, like how much shit you can stuff in.
Yeah.
I was able to stuff Generation 1 PS3 with all its connections and my Switch.
Damn,
in there, and it still had a little bit of room. And I was like, wow, this bag is a void.
Yeah.
And then, you know, me being an idiot, while the Generation 1 PS3 was in there, I was like, okay, let's see how this feels. Oh, God. I was like, oh, I forgot how heavy you were.
Yeah.
I take you off now.
I still have my like badges and stuff like that from like previous Evos. I think they're like over there in the corner. So I have my quote unquote little thing or souvenir or whatever. So I'm good. But like,
yeah, and we have our memories of Evo.
Oh, of course, you have pictures and everything. Yeah. So. Okay. So.
Wait,
sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and the hot pot that you guys invited me to, I really liked it.
Oh yeah.
They served a lot.
The Mongolian one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh man. I had the spicy one, and boy, oh boy, the bathroom was my best friend for the entire night, for the rest of the night.
I mean, because I'm used to like those type of like hot pot smells and stuff. I took a waft of your stuff because I think I was sitting next to you. I was like,
I think you're like close to
my
me.
head.
Yeah.
Like when I smelled it, I was in my head. I was like, "You're gonna die."
Yeah, no, it was good though. It was good. No.
I know that's the bad thing. It's like it's so good, but you're gonna die.
Yeah, it hurts so good, I guess you could say. But anyways, so I was gonna say that let me see, the prize pool is 25K total, but the first place person is gonna win 10.5K for first place. So for each game, so it's still not bad, all things considered, right? But it's just the scale in comparison to like, you know, the Capcom Cup one, that's like the big one. So I mean, it makes sense. It's the premier tour and whatever. So yeah, But Evo here still, I think, is doing good for this prize pool as well. Just consistent, you know what I mean? Because some of them, because like Melty Blood, right, or games like Melty Blood and other stuff like that, so on and so forth, like Skullgirls too, they barely win anything. It's like under 1,000 or around 1,000 even if they're lucky at that. It's like ridiculously low. Because that's like barely a fucking ticket for anyone who flies to Evo, you know?
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, man. So imagine flying this year during August, right? And then you win a tournament with that kind of prize money. That's like nothing, man. That's gonna be like that's like a waft in the wind.
Like, I'm sorry, like that winning prize money, 100, or not really 100, but I can just bet you, like, you going down to the Mandalay Bay lobby, just gamble for like a few minutes, you'll get like 3 times the amount.
Potentially, yes. But yeah,
potentially, if it looks on your side.
Yes, if you know how to play your cards right, literally, because poker and all that stuff. But yeah, man, it was pretty bad or whatever in that sense. But they're doing a good job here. It's 10K for first place throughout all the games, including Melty Blood as well. That's awesome, right? Yeah. So good on them. Top 6, yes, we talked about that. Chipotle being the sponsor, I mentioned that. That's pretty much it, right? I mean, so free water, of course. That's always important, right? that's like a meme, right? Kind of like a meme slash something to note always because it's Vegas.
Jesus Christ, don't remind me. Fucking, I went to go buy Keter's freaking like a drink at the
food court,
the snack bar,
yeah,
the food court, snack bar, whatever.
Yeah,
a can.
Yes,
was $5
Yeah,
and I was like,
dude, oh my god, a bottle of water,
like
a bottle of like Dasani water is like $6. Like,
yeah,
dude,
like my eyes was like.
Yeah,
and then I was like,
you gotta taste it, didn't you?
I was like, it's okay, it's for Keter's. I know how he feels because I've been in that shoes because I help my friends sell their booth.
Thing.
It's fine. I'm like, it's fine.
Dude, Vegas, man, they take an arm and a leg for fucking just a can of like Arizona tea or something, man.
Yeah, like after that, I looked at Keter's and I gave him his stuff, and I was like, can I just run? Because I think McDonald's was like right across the street. I was like, can I just run to McDonald's and give you fucking food from there? I think we'll get a more bang for our buck there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I think it was Buddy Life or someone else said, no, don't go to that McDonald's. They actually charge more. And I was like,
oh yeah. Like, I think if you're talking about like, near, I think Mandalay Bay. Around like, Mandalay Bay is just man, it's rough.
And I was just staring. It's like, so they want us to starve?
Yeah. I mean, that's the same.
Because I did warn Keith. I warned everyone that I was giving the candy to. It's like, this is your ration. Eat one every hour. And once I said that, I see Keter's on his 5th one. I was like, God, fucking damn it.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. The convention life is crazy, man. Let me tell you. Even
that's why I'm sorry, kids. If you're going to a convention, sneak in your own snacks.
Oh, for sure, dude. Bring some granola bars.
Unless you're in anime expo, just watch it. Like, get stolen.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Taken away from
Security.
The checkpoint. And then watch them eat it. And it's like, the fuck?
Yeah, I know. That whole thing was crazy. I mean, even the LA Convention Center, man, they charge you for like $20 for like
an
arm and a leg for fucking just a bag of chips and a drink. Like, what the fuck, man? That's not even like a sandwich. Like, what the fuck? That is crazy. What is it with these like conventions and like this expensive ass food, man?
Well, They know that people are going to shell out money because
You're hungry,
some don't want to
yeah.
walk. Yeah, they don't want to walk like maybe a few blocks
Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Just greedy bastards, man. I'm telling you. So anyway, free water, obviously. I mean, I remember I had to like do the free water tech with like Starbucks. I brought my my thermo or tumbler or whatever, and I always ask him for water, and that's how I did it, you know. So before,
Oh, miso kudasai.
yeah, at Starbucks, man. I'm like, yeah, can you fill this with water? I'm like, they're like, yeah, and yeah. That's how we did it. That's how we got our water for free when it came to like early Evo stuff. But anyway, let's see. I think that's all the big announcements. Like, oh, the artist alley is back. I think it's like bigger than ever. You know, that sort of thing. Big place, big lobby or whatever you want to call it. Like big convention floor. So they're gonna have like the museum stuff back in there again, the arcade place, and like things to do for people who are just there to view stuff or to browse or not really like participate in the tournament itself, or people who got, you know, O2'd, right? And then they got extra stuff to do, you know. So yeah. What did you I missed your comment or about the top 6 thing. I mean, does that like bother you or things like that, or yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Because from the I almost said the roster.
Yeah.
From the lineup of what Evo has, it touches on like a lot of people's, like preference of what fighting games they want to watch. We all know probably the main one that everyone's gonna be watching is Marvel.
Yeah, I think so. And then Street Fighter 6, of course, that's like the big new one, the new cool kid on the block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighters, I don't know.
Fighters, well,
I think it'll have its viewer numbers, but not big.
It's hard to say because like, you know, it's Dragon Ball, right? I mean, it's gonna have the audience or whatever, but yeah, I'm not sure how many people are actually gonna like stick around consistently. I think it's kind of a bit of a toss up, I would say. But whatever the case may be, but I think overall top 6 is fine, I would say, just because the length of time, like I've been saying, like some of these top 8s like end at 1 or 2, you know, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I understand from there, but from a more of like a niche perspective, I guess you can say, that's gonna be weird because if you think about it, if you pay attention to the tournament brackets, that means there's only gonna be 2 winners and 4 losers starting out in those top 6s, right? So if that's correct, let me take a look at your typical top 8 bracket for like something. Oh yeah, hold on. Like top 8, I would say let's do Capcom Cup because that's like the most recent thing. Let me see, what's the bracket for it? Maybe bracket. What's an example here? Okay, so this is the old top 8 bracket, but let's just take a look at that as an example, right? So, what the fuck? Where is the image? God damn it! Fucking Google. Let me see. Image, new tab. Okay, there we go. So, okay. So I'm assuming, right? This is the top 8 starts with yeah. So four winners, 4 losers, right? That makes sense. But then when you come to here, right? This is the second part of the bracket. That's where top 6 happens. So you already have winners finals happening already, right? Or it's set, and then you have losers quarter final. That's the rest of it, right? So that's 4 right here, and there's 2. That's 6. That's the top 6. So yeah, that is the correct sort of assumption, right? There's only 2 winners and 4 losers, but that's more of like a niche perspective, like I've been saying. Like that's like only if you really care for like fighting games and tournaments and stuff like that. But that is kind of a weird thing to think about as someone who does pay attention to this sort of stuff, right? So yeah, you already have like a bunch of losers, you could say, and 2 winners. So that is going to be an interesting sort of like way to do it, because like top 8, it makes sense, right? You have 4 winners and you have 4 losers, right? That seems even, right? Or it is even, so that does make sense. But the fact that you only have 2 winners and 4 losers yeah. So I don't know.
Yep.
That's a one way to look at it, I guess. But I guess at the end of it, you still have 6 competitors, so you still have something to watch. It's not like if they're doing top 4, that's lame. I don't know about that. I've seen that happen with Tekken, and not the same. It's definitely not the way to go. I personally feel, because that only means that only means losers. No, I think it's from winners finals to losers semifinal. I think that's how it works, right? Yeah, because you have. I think that's the only that's where it starts, I believe, for top 4. So that's because winners finals doesn't happen for a long time. It's the losers that go through all the games. That's why. Yeah, so because sometimes so that's why, in a way, the losers, if they have the right mentality, right, the losers can come back and whoop people's asses because they have all the games, they warmed up, they got that momentum going, you know what I mean? And the winners, they're just sitting there, they're not doing anything, right? So that's why sometimes
No, the winners are doing something. They're at the Mandalay Bay's lobby, just doing this.
I mean, yeah, theoretically yes, but no, I'm sure they're like studying and stuff like that, but they're not playing the game, you know what I mean? So that's why. No. I'm pretty sure they're like watching their opponent, right? Like, with on their phone or whatever, they're taking notes and stuff like that. I'm sure, but that's still like not playing the game. So, you have those like muscles sort of being exercised and stuff like that. Those in like the fingers and like the brains, right? So that's why there are times where the loser just like whoops the shit out of the winner in grand finals, because they're all like warmed up and everything. They're already like they're going, they got their fire in them and stuff like that, but that really of course depends on the mentality of the winner and stuff like that, and it's just people in general during that day. So it is like interesting to think about, I guess, if you want to like really dive into it. But yeah, overall casuals are gonna think like, it's just 6 competitors, what's the hoopla, or what's the deal about that, and the games are going to be a little shorter, they're not going to go on till like 1 or 2 in the morning, goddamn, God forbid. But I guess that's one way to think about it.
Yep.
All right, so let's rush through. Yeah. Okay.
I still think it should have been Williams.
I know. Williams.
Williams.
Yeah, we seem to be talking most about fighting games this time around, man. But it's been a lot has been happening. So let's go through this real quick here. SNK side of things. Look at this artwork, man. Fucking crazy.
I'm so sad that Rugal is like tiny.
Oh yeah, he's like all the way up there.
He's like right up there, but he's like so tiny.
Yeah, and then you got all the main characters down here, of course. Where's King of Dinosaurs? Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. I like that. Where's Antonov though? Oh, there he is, right there. Bam.
You see, that's the thing. Like, I like this, but it looks like some characters are either blended in or they're just hidden.
Yeah.
And you really have to blow it up and go like, there they are.
Yeah.
It's like you have to play Where's Waldo.
Yeah,
pretty
do the
much.
Where's Waldo thing. I mean, like, you know, at that point, it's like, how do you make artwork where you can see everybody, but make it look cool?
Yeah, how you
know?
can like that. And now, since you brought this up, this artwork piece up, like from this size, there's like a big hefty red, like the color red. There's like a
Oh
big
yeah, you're right.
hefty
Yeah,
red.
yeah. Like Iori, and then you see Ash, and then
Yeah, Ash, Terry, King of Dinosaurs.
yeah, up there, like
Mai.
especially the tip too, and they see Rock Howard, and even Cronin, right? Even
Well,
Cronin has some red.
That is sad. Rock Howard is like all the way on the top, but he's
Yeah.
like tiny.
Yeah, he's kind of tiny. Yeah. B Jenny, look at B Jenny, right?
Yeah, and then see when you blew it up, I did not know that Athena was like right behind Mai.
That's so weird. Yeah, you're right. Athena's also kind of red too. Mai is also red. Vanessa is up there too. Look at Joe. Look at Joe with kind of just a little.
I don't want to be part of this
Yeah.
family pick.
Yeah, but look at
I kind of find him.
look at Yashiro, right? Like he's right
He's
there.
like, yeah.
Yeah, he's right there. You can like see him. You know. Of course, Kill is
I
right
kind
here.
of find it funny that Mai is right above Andy.
Oh yeah, is it? Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
The lovers, they
Yeah.
are together.
Of course. Blue Mary's right there, right above Mai. It's kind of funny.
And then there's King and Yuri, right?
Yes, Yuri. Yep. Shermie's like right there. I
Look at-
barely see Shermie. Like what the? Yeah. Look at that. She like blends in. That's a bad case of blending in.
Also, I like that. Try to look at how Yuri is like centered, because you have Roberto's leg, and then Athena's like stuff. So she's like right in the center of like.
Oh, she's like, yeah. It's almost like she's being framed, like a framing almost.
Yeah.
Like you have the leg, and then you have Athena right there with her side, and then you have King with her arm, like kind of completing the frame almost.
So there's that little triangle, like
Like a triangle, yeah. That's-
she's right here.
Yeah, there's Kula right there. You see, Maximum's actually kind of, you can see him, right? He's kind of big, but you
Okay,
barely
like-
see Geese Howard. Look at him; he's so tiny, and then Yamazaki's up there too with Geese.
Okay, so because Yamazaki has his tongue out, it looks like he's licking King
Oh
of
yeah,
Dinosaurs'
who's also has his
nose.
tongue out too. Yeah,
Oh, he's licking his abs. Okay, it comes full circle.
yeah. Clark, you can see Clark, Ralph, Leona, of course, Betty Maru, and then Shinair, I think it was. Yeah. And then Isla, and then of course, you know, I forget her name.
Not Bayonetta.
Not Bayonetta, but she looks like she's a fucking Bayonetta character. God damn it. It's like right on the. It's not Isabella. It's this. Oh God. Anyway,
Woman.
what?
Woman.
I mean, she looks fucking cool. I can't remember her name.
Dolores.
Dolores or something. Yeah, yeah. I think it
I
was.
saved you.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, you got all these characters, man. That's a lot of characters, actually. This is the lot. No. This is also DLC because you got Haomaru like up there too. Dolly Dagger, and then Nakaru. I
I
think.
like how
Mhm.
it looks like what's her name? B Jenny?
Yeah.
Pirate? He looks like she's like doing Peach's side B to Rock Hard. Like,
Oh yeah, the butt slam thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That does look like that. Yeah, you got Nakaru like way up there. Luong is like also kind of alone, and she got her butt sticking out.
I don't know if she's kicking or she's falling.
I don't know.
She's like, save me.
At least Joe
Save
is
me,
doing
Joe.
something. At least Joe is doing something cool. Even though he's alone, he's doing something cool, like a flying tiger knee or whatever. Yeah, tiger kick. That's what it is. So,
But it looks like she's gonna fall on top of Joe. Like, oh god,
yeah.
I miscalculated my trajectory. I'm falling.
Right. Yep. There is actually a lot of characters though. Even right now. So that's kind of cool. I mean, overall, a really awesome artwork.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just like looking up, making sure I'm like not trying to forget names or anything like that. But hold on. Yeah, Dolores, Cronin, Hamar, blah blah blah. What's that guy's? Hyder, and that's what it was. Hyder was also in right here too. You can see Hyder and stuff like that. So, whip. Whip. Yep.
I kind of wish. See how Iori's powers is like making like a frame.
Yeah. You're right.
I wish it continued.
Oh yeah, like all the way up to the top and stuff like that somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have been blocking people's faces though, the way it is, or it'll be kind of weird. I don't know. I'm okay with.
Well, not make it like full on like you can see it, but make it like fade, but you still
like a gradient almost.
Yeah, you can still follow like the trajectory path.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just small things.
Where's Kukri? Oh, there he is. Kukri is like blending in with fucking K. I barely see him. If it weren't for just zooming in, or like the little tiny red, actually.
Well, that's fine. There's a dominant primary color of red in this.
Well, especially the tip too. The tip of the mountain, you could say, is like pretty red.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny that you pointed it out. Oh, I barely see Angel of all characters, right? And then there's Ramon, just also kind of alone.
Ramon looks like he's gonna fly into the freaking staff.
Oh yeah, or the fire right here. Whoever's fire that is.
He looks like I'm gonna do this awesome move to kick this guy's ass. Oh no.
Oh no.
I made mistakes.
Yes. I'm a genius. Oh no. Yep. All right. That's cool. I like that artwork. All right. One other important thing for fighting games, Mortal Kombat 12 seemingly has been confirmed during a earnings call of I'm assuming Warner Brothers. So apparently there was like a file.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah. There's some sort of audio file or something. Someone's in on the call.
And there's lots more to come.
That's what my
including the
estimate
highly
was.
anticipated Mortal Kombat 12 and Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Games also set for release this year with ambitious launch projections.
Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Out there.
Yeah.
We'll come to that game in a bit, people.
Oh yeah, it's right there. So we'll definitely talk about it and then rush through the rest of the topics. But yeah,
one of my big anticipated game from Rocksteady, and it just
I wanted to be excited for that game too because it looked like something like it would have been really fun, for a
right?
DC game. But like, no, it just
the way they're handling it is like, oh god.
Yeah, that's just sad, man. But before we oh sorry, before we really get into it though, Mortal Kombat.
Go to NRS with Mortal Kombat. I'm surprised it's Mortal Kombat first and not Injustice.
No, yeah, I think they're I don't know what's going on with that, right? Like maybe
like did you guys lose the rights, or because of the whole James Gunn not takeover, but
thing.
What's it called? The whole James Gunn
universe reset thing.
Yeah, reset. Thank you. Reset. I guess NRS doesn't want to touch Injustice at this moment.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah, like it's just like Well, a bit of a surprise, all things considered, because the pattern went like, oh, Mortal Kombat Injustice, so Mortal Kombat Injustice, but this time around, it looks like it's Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
To which I'm like because MK11 pretty much did a full reset, right?
Yeah.
So
They're doing the whole time
what
thing,
is
so with the
yeah?
universes.
So what is this game now? Like what? Where are we going with the whole game now?
I don't know. Is it gonna continue with
Well, spoilers, everyone, if you never played MK11. Liu Kang is the new
like God? Yeah, he's like the god of the
yeah.
time or whatever the hell. So he
Yep.
he can like go to like different places now. So is it gonna continue that, or is it just gonna be like, oh, meanwhile in this separate Mortal Kombat fucking
I know.
universe?
Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's exactly what they're gonna probably do. That's what I'm thinking. You know.
No, it's gonna be it's gonna be a MK12 is not MK12. It's actually Mortal Kombat versus DC. Hard do. Hard do.
Yeah. So you think Mortal Kombat 12 is just like a project name and not really actually Mortal Kombat 12? Interesting. Okay.
We're gonna see what was it? Dark Khan return.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
man.
we're gonna have the rage.
Yeah, the
Return.
rage.
Oh my
remember.
god, that dialogue in that freaking game was so mid 90s. It hurt.
Yes. I remember that game. It was luckily I didn't play it, but
You know,
I just watched, and it was definitely something.
the enjoyment came from watching, not playing.
And paying for that game, dude. Full price. Can you imagine?
My friend, full on paid, and and all that jazz with the game, and I was like, what? Like, all right.
Yeah. Imagine it, right? Well, anyway, so it's definitely, I guess, happening, right? With Mortal Kombat one way or the other, not Injustice. So that's what it looks like too. So it might
Or not Injustice yet.
yeah. Maybe it's not gonna be called Mortal Kombat 12 exactly, but it is probably gonna be like a brand new Mortal Kombat game nonetheless. So maybe
It's gonna be called. I know it's gonna be called. It's gonna be called Mortal Kombat.
oh, you get the Lenne Hardt.
Yeah.
And,
She's gonna hype it up, and then she will be like Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
Like deadpan, like combat.
Yeah,
like,
combat.
Aw.
Yeah. We'll see how that pans out with Mortal Kombat, but when it comes to Suicide Squad,
or it could be classic Ed Boon trolling the shit out of us again.
oh yeah, he did say something, right?
So
right after that.
Yeah. So I wouldn't put past Ed Boon that the whole meme.
right here.
That's bait. That's bait.
Yeah. So you hear about the news about Injustice 3? Like, yeah, he knows, right? Like,
Yeah. It's the whole what's his name? Mr. Hardy. That's bait.
oh yeah, Tom Hardy, yeah, with
Tom Hardy's like, that's bait.
yeah, with Mad Max. I remember that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
You quoted that movie a lot. Just for that one scene.
that
What
movie,
a lovely day.
yeah, that movie generated a lot more quotes than I thought. I would expect, and memes.
You would, yeah.
And memes.
Yeah, a lot of memes came
Yeah,
out of that
dude.
movie. Witness me.
Yeah. Inside a Sonic Fox with the responsive swords.
Yeah.
Yep, of course. So we'll see. But one thing is certain though, unfortunately, is Suicide Squad with their bullshit. So not only that, I mean,
Like,
we saw the state
yeah,
of play.
the state of play. Yeah. What I hated about the state of play, Suicide Squad took like what 6 minutes
Yeah, I mean a
out
long
of the
time
state
actually.
of play. Yeah. To which, um, because I was watching at work and my friend kind of like, or my coworker was like watching over, like, because gamers, we somehow attract each other.
Right.
So they kind of like made me laugh. They're like, wow, they're putting so much emphasis on Suicide Squad. It kind of reminds them of Deathloop.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey. I was like, hey. You're out of line. But he's right.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess in a sense, yeah, it's kind of like Deathloop, right? I mean, it's
You just keep hearing it and hearing it. It's like
overhyped and definitely overhyped for sure. And then
overhyped and just, I guess, to me, wrong direction, like wrong game structure
yeah.
direction.
Are you talking about Suicide Squad or Deathloop?
Yeah,
Suicide Squad. Okay, yeah. So it's just like I don't know. Even like, yeah. I mean, there's a battle pass, the live service thing, but even like just the combat, just like
the combat. So the battle pass was already one red flag, number one.
yes,
The second red flag was you have to be
online
constantly
Yes.
while playing this game. I'm
Right
like,
here, yeah.
why?
Mm-hmm.
And then the gameplay, yeah, was already red flag for number three for me, because everyone is just gun ho the game. It's
Yeah.
pretty much no one has like a unique like play style.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has guns. It's like,
Everyone has
just-
guns.
I'm like, okay, you have Captain Boomerang. He already has weapons. It's called his boomerangs. Why are you giving him a gun?
And he's been given Speed Force too, right? And for this game, like he has it's like a wrist gadget thing that gives him Speed Force somehow.
Yeah.
But like still,
Speed Force or teleportation and shit. I'm like, and then you have King Shark. I'm like, bitch.
yeah, isn't he like a god?
He's
of
a
the
shark.
Ocean? Yeah, isn't he like the god of the ocean or something? Yeah,
Oh no,
he's a
just
son
like,
of a god, or is he like?
yes. Well, depending on which iteration, yeah. But yeah, he's the son of an ocean god. But
Right.
I was like, King Shark. You would think he'll be straight up a brawler, right?
Yeah, like a tank.
No,
He's a shooter.
we give him gun.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my. It's like, oh my Jesus.
Everyone
Like the
is
only
shooting.
ones that should have guns is
Deadshot.
Deadshot and Harley
Harley.
Quinn. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Everyone else don't need fucking guns.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like, okay, so like obviously Deadshot is the gunner. He's a sniper. He's the one with guns. He's got the wrist guns and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
That should the third person stuff that should have been Deadshot. I would give it that. But Harley Quinn, even Harley Quinn is pushing it too. Like I know she uses guns too, but like she uses a bat.
But she should be, she should be using like
both.
Like gadgets.
Yeah, gadgets.
Both.
Both.
Like her like, if we go, because apparently this takes 5 years after the events of Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
So you would think like she'll have like Joker toys, like
Joker
the wind
toys.
up powder box or something.
Where her high
to make
is
her
at too. Where her
yeah, look at this.
My God.
Well, her hyenas, I guess dead. But again, I'm like, why is everyone just gun ho?
Yeah, why is everyone shooting? It's so,
And then the thing that also kind of put me off was every enemy is a bullet sponge, or they have like a big ass purple.
Yeah, everyone
blob
has a
that
big purple pimple thing you gotta pop, and then
To which I'm like, oh my god, is that how the boss fights are going to be? Just
yeah, like
shoot this blob behind Superman's back.
yeah. Everyone's gonna be a fucking bullet sponge, and then the guns are gonna be like randomly generated. So each gun or gear or whatever are gonna have a score.
See, right there, the fucking blobs on a tank is like, that
Yeah.
does not make sense.
Yeah.
What should happen is like King Shark should be the one to go in there and just freaking table flip
Yeah.
the tank, you know?
Yeah. This is Deadshot. Like
But look-
this is what Deadshot should be doing, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, if he's flying, great. Whatever. You know, he's a gadget guy. But King Shark, look at King Shark. Look at him. He got some melee. Okay. But
Yeah.
look what he's
but-
doing most of the time.
Yeah, he's shooting. It's like, no. That's why, like, to me, like, it's like, I kind of want to ask Rocksteady, is like, did you guys even fucking read a comic of some of these characters?
I mean, I'm sure they did, but they had to make it like a live service game somehow. That's why they delayed it. That they you know, they had to incorporate. Oh, look at this! Look at King Shark. Oh, yep. See, he did melee a little bit, and then pulls out the fucking.
Right into shooting. So from what I got out of this was, they're taking the most horrible aspects that, you know, doomed Avengers and
Yeah.
a bit of Arkham Knights.
Mm-hmm.
But they claim, oh, the battle pass is just there for
Cosmetics.
like cosmetic reason. I'm like, I don't fucking give two shits.
Mm-hmm.
This shit should not be a battle pass, nor I have to be online
Yeah.
for everything. Because from your early trailers, it looked like it was a
single player, like typical game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your classic video game.
Or it could be like, you know, a multiplayer game, but you know,
Yeah, like co-op,
just-
4-player. Mm-hmm.
yeah, just a co-op. Like, hey guys, I'm free right now. You guys want to hop on, Suicide Squad, and we, you know, like, do mission 35 or fucking whatever.
Yeah. Take turns, pick characters, you know, that sort of thing. Oh, who wants to
Yeah.
play King Shark? Oh, who wants to play Harley next or something, you know?
Yeah.
But
But again, it's like Jesus Christ, you guys picked the wrong aspects from the for the game.
it's gonna get cursed like Marvel Avengers, man. I'm telling you. I think
'Cause
even
again, they
worse
picked
because
a-
everyone already knows what happened with Marvel Avengers. I think that no one's gonna like, or barely, or a noticeable amount of people are not gonna pick up the game because they already
I
know.
mean, there will be some people that will pick this game.
Oh
and
yeah, I mean,
play it and stuff. But
I know people who
for
are
the
still
rest of
playing
us,
it, but yeah,
for the rest of us, we're just gonna be at that, you know, on that sideline going like,
it's
it's like
disappointing.
that meme
yeah.
from what was it called? Rogue One. We were at the tip of greatness.
Yeah.
And you fumbled it.
You know what's sad? That this is supposed to be the last time we hear Kevin Conroy because he's
Yeah.
as Batman, and now we don't really like we're gonna like miss out, quote unquote, because this shit is like gonna be a live service, or you're gonna try to make it a live service game. Just sad.
That's why I'm so sorry. Until like I hear like more reviews and stuff of this game,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna wait for it to be either on sale or it's part of the PlayStation monthly game thing.
Yeah. I think that could happen, right? Like being a part of the PlayStation Plus thing. Whether it's on the the premium package or whatever you want to call it or not.
Mhm.
But it sucks because, like you said, like it's gonna be always online. You know what that means, right? If the servers go offline, you can't play it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna miss out on just listening to Batman again and again because you can't. the always online thing. That's why this shit sucks. That's why live service sucks.
That's why I'm like when it comes to like developers nowadays, is like, what is compelling you guys to make battle passes on every single fucking game?
I feel like, I mean, it's definitely more on the directors and stuff like that. It's the lead people who make these decisions, and then the developers just have to kind of go along with the ride because, of course, you know, they got to keep their job and everything, right? So, yeah, and then they can only talk positive about it, right? You can't talk trash about it. You're gonna be fired. They're gonna let you go.
Yeah. Which is the same. Like, now you reminded me of like how, you know, the workers and VAs had to always like say positive things.
Yeah.
On their projects. It brought me flashbacks of Game of Thrones and season 8. How everybody fucking hated season 8. All the young actors.
I heard about
but
that.
They couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
They couldn't say shit. They had to just look at the camera and just like.
Well, some people were like kind of clever about it. Were kind of just like, well, you know, it's actually like this.
Yeah, Amelia Clark was the best one.
I think.
I love that interview. So, how do you think of season 8? The best season ever.
Yeah.
It's like you're doing the whole blink if you're at gunpoint.
Yeah.
And then, but my favorite interview of that was Peter Dinklage. Like, you could tell from his voice, like he was like, "This is a fucking disaster. This is a shit. I fucking hate it."
Meanwhile, like Mark Hamill, remember with the second of the sequel trilogy, was just like visibly hating that fucking whole thing with what happened with Luke Skywalker.
For Star Wars, yeah, because that wasn't Luke.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it was the director's fault, who outright said, "I'm not making this movie for the fans.
Mm-hmm.
This is my telling.
Yeah,
me.
Yeah.
Your lore and shit." I'm like, oh god.
Right.
It's like wow.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure, like,
and people.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, like, there are good parts in The Last Jedi.
Yes.
But as a whole, it was like,
it's kind of a shit show and a half, man.
That's why, like, you know, when Disney said, "Hey, Abrams, can you come back for the third movie and try and fix this?"
That whole situation.
And that's why, again, like, for me, like with J.J. Abrams, is like, he did his best to polish shit.
Mm-hmm, but it's still shit.
He made the turd look. Yeah, he made the turd look shinier.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. That's kind of like, this is kind of like me right now, just like.
you're taking like a big, like, heavy sigh, like.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep. It's disappointing too, because I'm sure the story would be fine, like it's entertaining and all, but because I would say more entertaining than Marvel's Avengers, but like because of the fucking shit around it, it's just ugh. I definitely don't want to touch it.
Yeah, it's like, how deep do you want to dig into this game to like really enjoy it?
Yeah.
And again, it's like, it's that whole like, we were at the cusp of greatness.
Mm-hmm. No, this could have been a cool Suicide Squad game, right? Potentially, if it was just like,
it could have been the Suicide game that everyone loved.
Yeah, potentially.
Just, like pick up and just play.
Mm-hmm.
To which my boyfriend made me laugh. He's like, because he watched and he was like listening to people was like critique about this. He's like, I'd rather play fucking DC Universe Online than this game.
Wow.
I was like, that's a ooh. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Boy.
Mm-hmm.
You are way out of line, but you are correct. Which again, I feel sorry for all these the team behind it.
Yeah.
At most, it's not their fault. It's just it's like, again, as you said, why have live service? Why is everything have to be online constantly.
Mm-hmm. It just like locks. It just like keeps it away from being like the fun, accessible game for everyone. Like it's a damn shame that we don't really get to like experience like the story and the last time we hear Kevin Conroy and like all that stuff. Like it's just because it's just riddled with like that live service curse, man. Always online shit too. Like, have people not learned their lesson at this point? The lead devs or whatever, whoever the fuck made the decision. Like, have you not seen Marvel's Avengers?
Have you not? Yeah, it's like, have you not seen the disaster called Marvel Avengers?
Yeah. Like, did you not hear the recent news? Like, they're gonna like give everything for free because it didn't work out. Like, no one wanted to grind through all that shit in this kind of game. Borderlands is kind of different because it is built around it, but like whenever it's shoehorned like this, it's like it's cursed. It's cursed.
Like when there's no rhyme or reason of why it's there, it's like
yeah.
And again with the battle pass saying, "Oh, it's just cosmetic reasons." It's like then just let us fucking find it on our own.
Yeah, like let us just unlock it. Like why?
Like an achievement, fucking Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and
there's no battle
regular
pass for Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah, there's no battle pass. You want these costumes? Okay, you find all 34 backpacks or something like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
You explore the world. You do this side quest to get this costume. It's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the one thing I don't like about this game, because it really didn't need it, was the gear shit.
Oh yeah, the gear rating. I definitely mentioned that.
Yeah, earlier, I'm like looking at the gear ratings. Like, why?
Bro.
This is King Shark. He doesn't need gear.
Yeah.
He just needs his hands. His hands and his mouth. That's it.
Yeah.
Captain Boomerang. Okay, I think. Oh, yeah.
Look at this, man.
And I'm sorry, this UI looks fucking ugly.
It looks super busy in like just the worst places. There's a lot of text. There's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of like, oh, the crit rate, crit damage and the fucking damage per hit. Like, bro, I just want to play fucking Suicide Squad, the game, the story.
It's like I don't want to play find the best gear to take down this one boss.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to.
Right?
I mean, I can't say shit because there's like games like Neo and and the Souls game, but fucking players that play Neo and Souls game, they don't pay attention to the stats.
Well, at least that one is like you can play offline. You can like it's a fucking video game otherwise, But this is always online. Like what the fuck? Like come on. Why did I need that?
Imagine fucking Neo 2 or Bloodborne and stuff had a battle pass.
Right? Or just like grindy like that live service curse, right? Can you imagine that?
Well, a lot of people will be like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, they'll be pissed.
They'll be like Krusty the Clown. The hell was it?
Yeah. Smoking as he's smoking and shit. Oh my god.
He's like,
jeez Louise. Look at all this stuff you have to grind for too, right? Like not just the guns, but like the mods and like
there was like right there. Loadout and accessories and shit. I'm like, oh my god. Is this an MMO?
Yeah.
Like the only time I see shit like that is like through an MMO.
Yeah, MMO or like Genshin Impact and shit. Like
I Final Fantasy 14. Still love you.
Yeah, like again, bro, I just want to play Suicide Squad, the story, to kill the Justice League story and shit, with the gameplay and all that stuff. I don't need all this crap.
I was like, I don't need all these fancy shit.
Yeah. And look at the melee. They have the audacity to put the thing for melee too. Like you're not even doing melee. You're doing fucking just guns. That's so stupid. Like, what am I you doing? You melee for the finishing moves? Okay. Make my finishing moves better? So ridiculous.
And it looked like, I think it was on Captain Boomerang. Like, I think the current like maximum level is 50.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, see, King Shark had like cleavers and whatnot. It's
Yeah,
like, okay,
yeah.
that's a nice.
Sickles.
Those are nice skins to have.
Yeah.
But no, he does not need a gun.
Yeah, like melee weapons would have been just fine for King Shark, but he's also shooting. Like everyone's fucking shooting. That's the problem. It's a fucking third-person shooter. They should have like made things unique for each character. Like, okay, you know, Boomerang should have been Captain Boomerang should have been like that the annoying like character, right? Like, you know, with the Speed Force and everything, teleporting and all that shit. Harley could have been like the jack of all trades, like, right? Like she has a gun, she has a bat, she can do a little bit of everything, right? And be annoying too with her gadgets and all that stuff. And then you have King Shark being like the big melee tank, and then Deadshot is the sniper. He's the third person shooter. You know what I mean? That could
He's the gunner.
He's the gunner.
He's the gunner of the team.
Yeah, the sniper and all that shit.
Because when you watch like the animated movies of Suicide Squad, Harley goes in for the kill. Like she's up in your face with her bat and shit.
Yeah.
Deadshot is calculating, shooting everything else. Boomerang, same thing. He's at a good distance to throw his boomerang, and then he does go in the melee range. And King Shark was also like right in your face. So it's like, why guns?
Why all guns? Yeah.
It's like that meme. America, explain why guns.
Yeah.
Like okay, like with King Shark with his melee weapons. Okay, the opponent is like so far away. Maybe he has a skill, like he throws his weapon and he pulls, they're on chains and he pulls you into him.
Yeah. Or just give him a really fast dash attack or something to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That too. Right.
It's like, come on, think.
Yeah, this
I know you guys can think.
They could have been so creative with this game, but they're just like, oh, Abel has a gun. Oh, fucking gear.
Yeah, they copped out like really hard to just say it's a gun game.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we understand that. Oh, everyone has guns. What? Say that what?
Oh, there's customization on the guns. Like, okay, great, but I just want to play through the story. I don't care about customizing guns.
Oh, no, it's like, here's your customization on your guns, honey. We won't be paying attention to these fucking weapons 98% of the time. That's why, like, like in Apex, ooh, I love this gun. But when you really think about it, you're not paying attention to how your gun looks while you're...
Yeah, not really. I mean, it's all cosmetic at the end of the day, and it's like, all right, whatever. It's all optional. But yeah, if that's
like that, Harley should just be a brawl, like as you say, jack of all trades, brawling.
Yeah, brawling. Like she uses her bat, a little bit of her guns, like pistols or whatever. That's it. Maybe a little shotgun or something. That's it. But she's like holding a fucking minigun. She's holding like all those like fucking guns.
Oh yeah, that's one scene where she's holding a minigun. And it's like, I'm sorry, honey, you ain't that strong.
Yeah. Like, okay, I would have kind of give it if they had, okay, so King Shark would have like the heavy weapons, like the Gatling gun, the heavy machine gun, the big fucking bazooka weapons, right? I would have given him that. But everyone's holding the same fucking guns, it seems like. That too. It's like, that's crazy. It feels like I'm taking crazy pills right now. As that guy from Zoolander would say. Oh man. And everyone's doing hippity hopping stuff. Like everyone's doing the same fucking thing. Even King Shark is doing the hippie hopping thing. Like, all right, like what the fuck? Ugh.
Paced, it's really colourful, it's loud and unapologetic and in your face, and it's going to be really, really fun.
Hey, Metropolis! Do you like live executions? Well, don't touch that dial, or I'll break your fingers.
Shame. It's a real damn shame that this game turned out like this.
It's pretty much that meme from Hot Fuzz. Shame.
Yep.
Shame.
Yeah. The fucking with Nick Frost, yeah, and or
Nick Frost.
yeah,
Nick Frost.
yeah. Fuck.
Shame.
Shame. Shame. The shotgun.
Such a good movie.
I know, right? Hot Fuzz, man. Yeah, I like that shit. But what I don't like is this, man. Shit. This is a damn shame.
Oh, it's kind of also like that meme, the lady. This brings me joy. This does not bring me joy.
Yeah. Yep. My God. What a day to be a
Also,
DC
like,
fan. But,
So the clothes that Lex Luthor was wearing,
oh yeah.
and someone was like saying, "Is that the Punisher logo?" And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
I kinda see it.
whoa.
I kind of see it. Yeah.
And then someone was like, "No, that's Bane's."
Yeah.
But someone's like, "No, that's Bane's luchador mask." And I was like,
Oh yeah.
"Okay, we'll go with that." So we don't get like Disney like going like,
Oh.
money.
Yeah.
Are you stealing our?
Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I also get the shape of the face of the Protoss from StarCraft. Remember the Protoss? I kind of get that, like the shape of their face as like it's like a Rorschach almost, the Rorschach effect of the Protoss face for some reason. I don't know. I'm seeing Protoss for some reason because I did play Protoss in StarCraft. So yeah. Anyway, it's not to say that if anyone wants to play this game that I'm gonna be harshly judging on you guys or whatever the fuck. You can play all you want. I'm not.
Yep.
I'm not dealing with that shit, man. Like
until it's like either
on sale,
discount,
or discount, yeah, massive discount.
Part of the PlayStation Plus monthly stuff.
Yeah.
Or Rocksteady just announced like 2 months after the game launch. Oh, we're doing away with the battle pass and the whole online thing. Then it's like, oh,
yeah.
Oh.
I think even then it's like I wouldn't be that enticed to playing it because it's just fucking third person shooter. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted like a bit of everything, like melee, third person shooter, like just you know what I mean? But if it's on PlayStation Plus for free, I can download it, from that monthly whatever the fuck deal or whatever, then sure, right? That, yeah. It sucks. What a day to be a DC fan, right? With all the stuff that's been happening with Henry Cavill being kicked out essentially for right now, and then this shit too, on top of the fact that Kevin Conroy's last performance or last role is here, man. So the only thing to sort of like experience it over and over again, of course, or just to preserve it, is just YouTube videos, man. And who knows how long YouTube is going to be staying up for. You can't own it because it's always online with this game. I really hope they do it with that, or just do an overhaul on that part. That is shitty. Other than that,
that's why I'm sorry, if I really want to hear Kevin Conroy as Batman again, I'll just go back to the old Arkham games.
Or just watch the cartoon too, like watch the animated series, man. Like, but still, like just to hear more of Kevin Conroy. You know what I'm saying? Like the the new stuff.
one last time.
One last time too. Yeah. Like, you would want it in your
last-
hands, man. You know?
Yeah.
He is Batman.
We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this one last ride for
Mhm.
family.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, there was the RE stuff, RE4 remake. What else? Oh yes, the Street Fighter stuff came up in this state of play. That's where we got our trailer. And then yeah, the rest of it, unfortunately, this state of play was kind of stale. For the most part, like, a lot of people were saying like, yeah, Capcom saved it. Of course, people were raging about Super Suicide Squad. That was like literally the only thing I saw on Twitter was just Street Fighter, RE4 remake, and Suicide Squad, right? So
Two out of three of those things were highly praised. The other one was being dragged on its face to the ground.
mm-hmm. And what is this? Do you know what this is with the Naruto stuff? Like, is this a collection? Or...
I think it's just a big like collection of all the games, or so. But I haven't played Ultimate Ninja Storm for so long. But
yeah,
it looks like it's just like an up-res of the last Naruto game.
uh-huh.
So, but am I gonna get this game? Probably not.
Right. And then yeah, the rest of it was like VR games, which yeah, I mean, if you're looking into VR, obviously that's good. And then some of the
I mean, if I was able to play VR games without game motion sickness and all that shit,
yeah,
I would be doing this while playing Village.
oh yeah, the Resident Evil 8 or Village, yeah. So
Yeah. I would be doing that.
yeah,
in
no,
VR.
I think that would be a potential game for me if I were to play VR. But
You'll be punching werewolf fast.
or be up in the vampire lady grill,
Dimitris,
Yeah.
you'll be like this,
yeah.
just pounding her boobs like
Like a speed bag.
and it's like, yeah, you like that, don't you?
So bad. And then there's some like so these like artsy sort of like what do you call it? Third party, like independent or indie games, like this one for example, Humanity. This was already announced too with Monster High, I think it was called. I forget what it was called. It was like Farewell to something high. It's this
it looks
game.
like, yeah, it's like a rhythm game.
It's like it's got rhythm stuff, but I think for the most part it is a visual novel game with anthros and
Anthropomorphic.
scalies and stuff. Yeah. Whatchamacallit, let me see. Yeah, there's some like interactive stuff. Yeah.
Okay, try go back a bit when they were showing like, holy shit, like, I got flashbacks going like, oh crap, please tell me you're working on the correct layer. Holy crap, please tell me you're on the correct layer. If it's not,
I hate doing the wrong layer, especially when I'm drawing something. I'm like, fuck.
I know, it's like, oh, I love this. Then when you look to your right, you're like,
yeah, when you turn it, when you what do you call it, like click on the eye and you just see like what turns off, it's like, oh fuck.
I know, you're like you spent 3 hours and you're like,
especially this happens more with line art. When I'm doing line art, I draw on the wrong layer. I'm like, oh fuck, because sometimes I want to draw glasses on a different layer or like certain parts in different layers, and sometimes you do it all in one. It's like, oh fuck, god damn it.
yeah. But also the way the desktop was like all like
laid out,
laid out, I was like, oh yep, that's correct.
Yep.
All of our files are like everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Some of us are not like neat and put into a folder. Nope, it's all spread on the desktop and named like what was it, like part 1
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like
A, B, C, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Goodbye Volcano High is that's what it was. This was like a while back. I remember this game was being announced like at like one of the E3s or something. Something to that extent. Anything.
Diablo.
Was Diablo
Yeah,
or is it
Diablo.
Baldur's Gate? That was Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, both amazing.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Which I did not know the announcer that was doing this was J.K. Simmons. That's
Really?
talking. Yeah, it's J.K. Simmons. And I was like, oh!
This?
I mean, I think it was J.K. It was somebody like talking.
Or famous, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, okay, they got him. Scary. What would you call it? Not announcers.
But like VO.
Narrator.
Narrator, okay, yeah.
Narrator.
Yeah, and if you look in the comments and the dislike and like ratio, there's a good chunk of it being bad, right? Like with the dislikes and stuff like that. I disliked it. I'm sorry, but I had to hit the thumbs down on that one. Like just because it had Capcom stuff and like other shit, I just could not forget the rest of it. And then not to mention, let me see. Yeah, so the rest of most of the comments were like, you know, talking shit about Suicide Squad, and then the rest of it, or no, other comments were like, oh, Capcom did this, they're carrying the presentation, and stuff like that. So everything good on your end, Zawa?
Yeah, I'm just looking at something.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, the comments were like, you know, berating on Suicide Squad, and then of course, whenever there was a or a positive comment, it's about Capcom, right? Oops. God damn it. Yeah. So what the fuck is it doing that? It's so weird. Anyway, so whenever there was a positive comment, it's about Capcom. And RE, Resident Evil stuff, like let me see. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, you're right. Somebody was right to point this out. There's nothing for FF16, right? So, I guess that's maybe considered the first party. I don't know, because it did say they were gonna talk about nothing but like third party games, and then 15 minutes of Suicide Squad, and like, but that was a dreaded fucking 15 minutes though, for sure. Yeah, just yeah, Suicide Squad, Rocksteady. Oh, there's some VR positivity, VR games being cool to some people. This guy was one of the only ones that actually liked the state of play as a whole, so that's a very rare comment. Majority is just like, yeah, majority is just like, what, you know, Suicide Squad being bad, Capcom carrying the presentation, so on and so forth. So that's like that was the majority of it. So yeah. Any other comments you wanted to throw in before we try to like speed run the rest of it?
Bro, are you high?
Yeah. Yep, for Suicide Squad at least. The rest of the state of play was like kind of stale, other than, or kind of like whatever to me, other than Street Fighter stuff, the Capcom stuff. Yeah, I'm sure people who like Baldur's Gate are kind of happy. I'm sure. The VR games, I'm sure there are people looking forward to that who want to get into that. But yeah, other than that, nothing else for me. Okay, so let's just try to lightning round every other stuff. Very unfortunate, but there was a manga creator who created the Galaxy Express and other classics, and that Reiji Matsumoto unfortunately passed away. Again, he was like a big influence. Oh, yeah, Captain Harlock and Galaxy Express. Deep condolences for his friends and family around him. Legendary guy within the industry, obviously. I'm sure he influenced a lot of people, artists and stuff like that, I'm sure, and other manga creators as well. But yeah, Galaxy Express 999, Space Pirate Captain Harlock, Queen Esmeraldas, and yeah, other stuff too. Which I believe has had different anime adaptations, stuff like that. So obviously his work has been, renowned throughout his years and stuff like that. This man started in the 50s. That's crazy. The 1950s. So yeah. That's pretty much it. He's a legendary manga creator, and he passed away at the age of 85. So thank you for all your hard work and what you brought to this world, especially with all the classics, right? For anime. All right. Any comment about that one? Are we good?
We good?
We good? Okay.
Let's go.
Yep.
Just
Yep. Bruce Willis, who has been a legendary actor for action, including Die Hard, and has made an appearance in movies like Pulp Fiction, for example, very legendary movie as well of itself. Unfortunately, has been diagnosed with dementia. Man, it's absolutely tragic to hear, because he's a great fun actor, and has done a lot of work over the years, including, of course, like I said, Die Hard and stuff like that, which that of itself is a legendary cult thing within video games as well, if you want to, take a look back on the classic games. And, yeah, I mean, just... I liked his performance too, as an action movie star and stuff like that. He was a legend in Japan too, and so very popular in Japan. Even they have the Japanese Bruce Willis, with the skinny. He's like really skinny, but his face looks like Bruce Willis, which is really funny. So whenever he tries to get in the costume and everything, he looks super skinny. But anyway, so that's how much of an influence he's had, or inspiration he's had on many people, let's say. But yeah, he has dementia, so which means it's to the point where he does not remember his newer family members, but he still remembers people like Demi Moore in his life, because she was, I believe, his first wife, or they've been together for a very long time until at some point. But I guess they're still friends, and they're still have a good relationship. It seems like a healthy relationship, to the point where I think she even helps out the family, like the rest of the Willis family. So, I'm sure you heard something about this, or yeah. So what?
And I believe he's already retired from acting.
Oh yeah.
To have like a, not a jump start, but to just get ahead, like just say like, my acting, I'm retired and I just want to be on the safe side.
Yeah, just spend time with family for the rest of his life, essentially. So I definitely understand on that one, for sure. It's a serious condition, man, and it sucks. It definitely takes away our ability to read scripts and all that stuff, to remember stuff, and like just, obviously, it's also just terrible in real life circumstances too. So, but hopefully, he can live a good life for the rest of his time, in his lifetime. And so, again, thank you for your hard work as well, Mr. Willis. Okay, so next one up, Shinji Mikami. For those who know, he was a creator for Resident Evil, and started Tango Gameworks at some point. He wanted to run his own game company at some point after his work at Capcom. Has now announced his leave from Tango Works. I think he's going to be leaving at some point in April, I believe. But he says, thank you for all who have supported Tango so far. I'm leaving Tango, but the young people have grown up as well. Please continue to support games that Tango releases in the future. So maybe what it is just he just wants to do something different, or he wants to do something different again with gaming. He wants to start another company, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe perhaps he's something, you know, a deal was offered to him and maybe he wants to join them or something. I don't know. I'm not too sure what the exact reason is, but that is the result of it nonetheless. So I don't think it's official as to why he's leaving Tango. But during his time in Tango, he worked on Evil Within, I believe. The Evil Within. And as a producer, he was Ghostwire Tokyo. He did Ghostwire Tokyo. And even Hi-Fi Rush. Mm-hmm. I didn't know Hi-Fi Rush was actually developed by Tango. I did not know that. This has been like a pretty high... this got blown up too, randomly. Oh yeah, he even did Killer 7 from like the back in the day on Capcom. Dino Crisis. So yeah, he's a big name from the classic Capcom days. Beautiful Joe. Dino Crisis, even did some Phoenix Wright. Devil May Cry.
No one remembers Beautiful Joe.
Oh yeah, sadly, man. Yeah. But anyway, mostly Resident Evil though, because he was a director for those Resident Evil games, and a lot of the other games he was executive producer or advisor or something to that sort. Yeah. So that's basically the gist of that one. So best of luck to you, Mr. Mikami. Hopefully things work out for you, man. I'm definitely curious as to why he is leaving and such like that. I don't think he's retiring from game development. I think he's just, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not too sure. Okay. The game Judas, for those who are still looking forward to that BioShock sort of spiritual successor, is not coming out till 2025 of March. So that's a pretty long wait for right now. It is directly from BioShock creator Ken Levine. So, do you want to say something?
Because the name Judas. I better hear Lady Gaga's song Judas in this game somehow.
Yeah.
I'll be laughing my ass off. Like, oh god, they did it.
Yeah.
Them son of a bitches did it.
Yep. I'm not gonna play the whole thing with this one. It's just Ozzy Osbourne appearing in a VR2 ad. It was for PlayStation. It was kind of funny. I mean, I'll play it for a little bit just for the fact that he did appear. I don't know why it's taking long. But yeah, the Prince of Darkness made a recent appearance. Even Sharon Osbourne was in the commercial too. She's looking pretty good for her age. And then yeah, Ozzy looking obviously quite older from the last time I've seen him.
I wish he was swearing more.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah. So
I forgot he has that's a Shiba? Or
it looks like Shiba's Shiba and a Husky? Or there's like different dogs. So I don't know if they're his dogs.
And a Corgi? Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, there's a Pomeranian.
Jesus Christ, you have that's not a Shiba.
It's like a Malamute. It's like a shepherd.
Yeah.
It's like a Malamute or a shepherd or something. It's a white Malamute or something. Some sort of a big Spitz dog. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's like music in the background, so that's why I didn't want to. But yeah, she was swearing as usual.
Thank you, Sharon.
Yeah. As per usual. So yeah, it was kind of cool to see the Osbournes, I would say, for PlayStation. Let me see what else was there. This one is from Kotaku. Oh yeah, so this is with Nintendo, right? So in the midst of the whole buyout thing with Microsoft and Bethesda and all that shit, my Activision Blizzard, they signed a contract with Nintendo so that they can provide the Call of Duty games for Nintendo. I think this is an attempt to see, make them like show like, oh, we're not doing a monopoly. Well, this is a justified purchase because we're gonna still distribute all these games to this many people and stuff like that. It's still accessible. It's not like it's going to be exclusive or like that. I think that's their way of fighting back the whole like the whole like unfair deal kind of situation that they're in right now. So I'm not sure what the big update is right now as of recent on it, whether they have to change the deal or not or whatever it is, because what could happen is that they have to get rid of Call of Duty and give that to someone else in order to make the deal a little more fair, because Call of Duty is that big. So we did talk about that to some degree, whether that is fair or not. So I mean, we'll have to just see. But anything on this one, Zawa?
How's the online?
Yeah, right.
Be on a Nintendo
my question is, can the Switch even run Call of Duty adequately online? Like, especially with Warzone,
Oh my god! Now you just reminded me of how many how big of the what's it called? The memory card you have to buy to just have Call of Duty on your Switch.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then do you have to buy an additional like memory stick for just the update?
Yeah. Yep. So up next, a little more on Nintendo a little bit, indirectly. This is with Pokemon. The company Pokemon, or the Pokemon Company, provided aid to the Turkish and Syrian earthquake that happened as of recent. So, or not too recent, but like that big earthquake, and they donated actually $200,000 to Global Giving and the Earthquake Relief Fund for Turkey and Syria. So kudos to Pokemon Company, man. That's awesome. That's awesome to hear that they can provide some sort of like support in this fashion. So thank you to Pokemon for doing that. It's awesome. All right, so next one up. So at least there's some good news in the world, right? Besides Street Fighter and stuff like that. So anyway, this one is another Nintendo thing saying that we are confirming that we won't be at E3. So that's like one more nail in the coffin, right? For I E3.
Mean, at that point, it's like Nintendo won't be at E3. Is like, oh no. Anyways.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. At that point, it shouldn't be a surprise because they've been doing the directs. They're the one who started it in the first place. They're the ones that are like, braving the standard of like, oh, you just do your own shit. Yeah.
It's like, why are you? Nintendo's pretty much is like, I don't want to share the spotlight with these fuck. I'm gonna make my own E3 with hookers and what was that line that Bender was saying?
Oh yeah.
With blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, from Futurama. Yeah. No, I mean seriously though, the space to even advertise on E3 is like expensive from what I'm hearing. It's like not 6 digits, but like 5 digits at least. It's crazy. And so it's like, why would you want to spend that money when you can just do it yourself, like in your own studio, like with way less marketing dollars? And yet companies like Ubisoft are wasting their money to like have a big, massive presentation on at E3. So it's like, are you sure you want to do that? You sure? At a time like this?
The whole John Cena.
Are you sure about that? Yeah, exactly, man. And meanwhile, they could have used that money to, like, you know, help out the employees who are, you know, like, they've been fighting back for the strike and stuff like that. There's been some stuff going on at Ubisoft too. So, all right, we're almost done. So we're now in the news with anime, movies, streaming, and stuff relating to the Hypecast. For Pokemon, there is a giant Wailord plushie. Let me just bring it up here.
But is it bigger than
I mean, it's pretty fucking big. I mean, if you think of the picture right here, man.
The Snorlax.
I don't know if it's bigger than the Snorlax, but it is fucking big for sure. I mean, look at the fucker. Look at this thing, man. Comparing to this woman right here.
Okay, so one inaccuracy because Wailord should be floating, you know.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And I was like, actually,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be.
It's too bad because Wailord is so big. It's like how do you have Wailord in a Pokemon battle? You know what I mean? Like there's no you can't really use Wailord for a Pokemon battle in anime anyway. If you're going by like anime logic, unless Wailord can actually fly, so it's like a flying type.
Yeah.
Water flying, kind of like Gyarados almost, but actually flying. And I didn't notice that. It's like, yeah, you never see Wailord fight too much, right? Like in an actual Pokemon battle. No one is a gym leader there's no gym leader who has Wailord as their signature Pokemon or whatever. Because how would that work, right? Other than having a big ass fucking pool in arena at that.
It's funny, like Wailord's like face, like static face is like, I'm going to kill you at night.
Yeah, I know, yeah. You better agree with me or I'll fucking kill you.
I'm gonna body slam you.
Yeah.
woman.
Yo, you don't want this thing to body slam you for sure. But yeah. There's a giant Wailord plushie. I don't know how much it is. I don't know if there is even a price to go along with that for right now. Maybe it's like brand new or let me see. This is a Japanese one. Oh my god, it's like $500. It's $500, man. I mean, that's like the same price as the Mareep, right? That was the Mareep giant.
Oh yeah, the Mareep one.
Yeah, giant ass plushie. Oh, there's some several pictures.
I remember that Mareep meme is like,
yeah.
Would you rather buy a Mareep or like a PS5 or something like that? It's like,
or like, oh, here's my boyfriend or whatever with no.
Oh, yeah, here's my boyfriend girlfriend with their $500 Mareep
plushie. Yep, that's fucking big. Look at that thing. It's like almost big as that table, the coffee table. That's crazy.
Whatchamacall? Sleepovers would be fun if you brought that to a pillow fight.
Oh yeah, just
fucking wham.
Yeah, you'll knock out some motherfuckers, man. I wonder how heavy it is. 6,500 grams. That's like what? Like 20 pounds or something, or at least 20 pounds for sure.
I mean, well, again, we go by Pokédex. Like, a Wailord doesn't pretty much weigh anything. They're just made out of air.
Let me see. Grams.
How heavy is a Wailord?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so 14 pounds. It's not okay. I thought it'd be like 20 pounds, but that was kind of close. But yeah, pretty fucking big. Very huggable, that's for sure. Okay, I think oh yeah, one more Pokemon thing. So there's been new stuff coming out for the anime, the new anime, right? So we're not gonna miss out on Pikachu, I guess. It'll continue. Pikachu will continue, but Pikachu will be a brand new one as Captain Pikachu. And it will be a partner Pokemon for this guy, I guess. For Freed, I think his name.
Who is the descendant of Lieutenant Surge. I don't fucking know. I'm making my own
I know, right?
lore. Making my lore now.
Or, what's his face? Walt? What? I forget his name. He's like the kind of like an old electric gym leader. I forget what his name. It's like, I think it was Watson. I think it might have been Watson. Maybe Pokemon.
What you put up? You type in Watson and it's Apex Legend.
Oh, it is Watson. Yeah, yeah. See, this guy. He kind of looks like his relative or something. Kinda, sorta. But yeah, it's basically Pikachu with the captain hat. That's really all there is to it, and he has his arms crossed. Obviously, we'll have a different personality and shit, so... So yeah, we're not gonna be absent of Pikachu, and Pikachu will still be there, just with the captain's hat. It'll be called Captain Pikachu. So that's kind of neat.
Well, then you just see me like you're just looking at that Pikachu. No. You sit on a throne of lies.
I am the captain now. I am the captain now.
What did you do with Pikachu?
Mm-hmm. All right, one last thing that's not Pokemon is this. So apparently at Disney parks, more specifically at California Adventure, we'll have Rogers the Musical. Remember the musical from, I think it was Hawkeye, right? Yeah, it was Hawkeye. There actually, I guess we'll have an actual musical based off of the the weird musical parody that we saw within the show. So it'll be called Rogers the Musical, the one-act play from Hawkeye, coming to California Adventure Park this summer. So what do you think of that?
I'll give you money to watch it in my stead.
No.
I'll buy you your Disney ticket to watch it in my stead.
No. You have to buy the Disney ticket too, so don't forget that.
Yeah, that's why I told, as I said, I'll buy you your Disney ticket to watch it in my stead.
What about my
like
meals?
this.
I need food, man. What about my meal?
Fine,
my
meals included.
Are my meals covered?
All
right. What about my trip? My transportation fee? Well, are you gonna cover that?
Just write it on your tax return as what's it called? Worker, work stuff.
Oh yeah. Right on the W-2 or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Work compensation or something.
Workers' compensation. Yeah. Wow. Oh man. But
I'll give you like $50 to just buy it. Like, I guess this probably gonna have like its own popcorn like bucket thing, like exclusive.
Oh, of course, I'm sure. I'm sure there's gonna be stuff for exclusive stuff from this Rogers musical.
It's still funny that I mean, you watch Hawkeye, right?
Yes.
This whole musical had Ant-Man, and when you think back, it's like, you were part of the first fucking movie, Avengers movie. Why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why are you here?
Yeah, you see Ant-Man on the side. It's so funny. I like the ideas for the costumes, right? It's just like simplified versions of the heroes. So even Ant-Man is just like, I don't know, just some like dude on the street or something, urban dude with a backwards cap. You got the sunglasses, of course. Hulk, of course, is just a green hoodie, green face paint. That's kind of funny. Green gloves. The shoes look pretty cool too. Green shoes.
They're Nikes. I don't
know. Whatever they are, man, they look kind of cool. Especially if you like green.
They're the new Air Jordans.
Yeah, but they're definitely really milking this stuff too. I mean, that's one thing we could take away from this whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, California.
The last thing we can do, because this pertains to you and I, is Godzilla.
Oh, what's on the Godzilla news? Oh,
Well, because one,
Shit
the
post.
Godzilla Apple TV stuff is coming out.
oh yeah.
Then I just like the tagline, the header. I don't like the old Godzilla movies because they use men in suits and they look cheesy. Then it's because this is me and you pretty much.
Die. What do we do? Argue with you? I'm not on the debate team. This isn't mock trial.
Okay. Okay.
that's me and you as Godzilla fans.
Yeah.
Then die.
Yeah. I mean, that's Godzilla, man. It's all about the practical effects.
It's like we grew up with those movies.
Mm-hmm.
They're ingrained in our DNA.
Yep.
But yeah, so for Godzilla to send us off, the Apple TV series I think is coming out this year. It's not gonna star Godzilla. It's gonna star like the other monsters. And apparently it's set up for whatever is happening with Godzilla versus Kong 2.
Oh, okay. I think we did hit like loosely talk about that, but I guess that's like a confirmation at this point. So yeah.
But rumor is whatever monster they're kind of like fucking around with in the Apple TV series, is Biollante.
Oh, okay.
So that's why when Godzilla vs. Kong 2 comes out, they are going to team up to fight Biollante, and I'm like, okay.
I don't mind Biollante. That's cool. All right. That's
I'm still hoping like end game for Legendary Films Godzilla is Destroyer. It's gonna be that nice little closure.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. What would Kong would play in this, right? Like against Destroyer? Like holy shit. if he's even part of it.
Well, if it's Destroyer, it's like pretty much I want to say both will die.
Yeah.
But because of Kong, I don't think he cannot make descendants, so he'll die, and then there's Godzilla. So he probably did asexually reproduce and laid an egg, and then all that shit.
Yeah. All right. That is a way to go out with Godzilla, of course, as always. He is a legend of itself. And then, so we had a lot to talk about with the fighting game stuff alone, for sure, because there was some big stuff that went on with Capcom Cup, and not to mention we had plenty to talk about with Geef and Cammy and Lily, of course, and all that stuff. And the Suicide Squad thing, very disappointing to see, and we'll see how that pans out in May. Unless there's more news that comes out in between. But yeah, either way, like I've been saying, shame. It's just shame. Shame. Yeah, or the shame, the fucking bell. Like I've been saying, man. It is. That's what perfectly sums it up. So. Thank you very much to all who tuned in once again, and hopefully we'll be back. I forgot to say, we are recording on a Sunday, so this does feel a little weird, but hey, we're trying to...
It does weird.
Yeah, but
we're trying something new.
Yeah, for once, and then yeah, so but either way, we hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.